I think we'll give the people a few minutes as always, Kenny. What's initially on your mind as we get started today?
Man, what's on my mind? Got a lot of things on my mind. I got a lot of things on my mind. I got final 2% on my mind. I got Marquette on my mind.
Money on your mind?
Money's always on my mind. Yeah.
Yeah, as it should be.
Stand on business.
Yeah. I mean, it's we're in that mode right now where it's like, you don't want to even bring up the tournament, right?
Yeah.
But like at the same time, there's just always that thing in the back of your head saying, well, if we win tonight.
Oh, I know.
You know what I mean?
And I haven't really been plugged into like the bracket matrix stuff like I normally would be, except a little bit for Cincinnati, which let's just be honest, that was, if we can't play, I'm happy that they're not either. But this would be such a big win. I don't know how far, I feel like we're pretty far out, but this would, a win on the road against the number 7 team in the country is no joke.
I want to just stop you real quick there. I saw something from the Viva La Cats guy today about like something about Twitter being crazy for UC. What did something happen?
They lost
their bubble essentially.
They lost big time yesterday, so it's probably just panic mode. What's up, Ahmad? I see you.
What's up, baby?
Ahmad. Let's go, Ski. Ahmad's my boy.
Go ahead and
shout out Lebanon.
You guys are both from Lebanon, aren't you?
Yeah, we are.
That's cool, dude. That's cool. Yeah, Kenny, it's, and then at the end of the day, Kenny, too, it's just like, I'm sure you know this more than anybody. It's like you still want to build positive momentum at this point because it's like if we're going to need the Big East tournament, you can't just like suck during the regular season and then just turn it on for the Big East tournament.
Georgetown did once, though.
Georgetown did do that once, which was insane.
Yeah.
The best thing Ewing ever did. Ewing won 30% of his games during that 4-game stretch.
Yeah. I don't know if he actually won a game after that.
He may not have. Dude, did you see Patino in the white suit, Kenny?
I did. Was it you or Coop that said that Georgetown rolled snake eyes?
Yeah,
that was great. That was perfect.
Dude, if we're playing St. John's and he comes out with the white suit, I'm like, glory. That's like a 15-point swing.
You ever worn a white suit?
I have not.
Really? I wore it to senior prom.
The real question is, what if he was wearing white and St. John's came out in gray? Then does that cancel each other out?
Yeah, that'd be weird. And I could also see it being a symbolic thing, like waving the white flag if they were just like done with. But
I respect that. All right, Kenny, I think we can officially start the intro, baby. We are back. Xavier at number 7. Marquette Golden Eagles, which is a fraud name, by the way. Name me one Golden Eagle you've ever seen. I dare.
Never seen it. Never once have I seen a Golden Eagle.
Not once. Fake news. But we are back, Kenny. We have a stream going today. I'm excited to be back. It feels like it's been a minute. What is your intro today? We were studying a little bit of Marquette. This is going to be an interesting game today. I think you'll see a lot about the mentality of the Xavier team.
Right. So let me just go ahead and start with this. Like, I really couldn't give a crap less about who Marquette has. This game and every single game of this season has been about what Xavier team's going to come out. Because I really believe that Xavier, maybe outside of UConn at the point we are in the season right now, but other than that, every single team that we play against, if the team comes out and Quincy, Davion, and Dez can combine for, 70 points like they did. I can't remember what game it was where they did that. But like, if that type of thing can happen, they can beat anybody. So yeah. I don't really care who Marquette has.
That's fair. And it's, you're a Sean Miller guy. Let's do what we do. It's a do what we do program. Yep. But you're exactly right, Kenny. If we come and be the Xavier team that we've seen that just is going to, give up a 20-6 start, what's the point? But you're right. Like, we could come out and be that Xavier team that can beat anybody. We've competed with some of the best teams in the country.
Yeah, no question. So
what did you have any thoughts on the Sean Miller tech stuff? Post-game press conference stuff?
Oh, man, dude.
And not to put you on the spot if you don't want to talk about it.
No. It was you're not putting me on the spot at all. Like, what he said, and I tweeted about it right after I saw it on Twitter. That type of thing, that like this like tier system that people talk about, he is like, there's no question that what he's talking about exists. Now, the thing that made me angry about the whole thing is that he's not in that group of guys that can do whatever the heck he wants because he's proven himself. I understand he hasn't been to a Final Four, won a national championship, whatever the things he was talking about, but like he is one of the most coveted coaches in the country by everybody except for maybe UC, and UC would want to have UC would take him in a heartbeat over West. Don't like not even a question.
Yeah.
But like what he's talking about is so crazy, and you see it in when I was in Germany. You know, Bamberg and Munich, they were always the teams where you were like, when you're playing them, you know that they're going to get every single call. There's no reason even talking to the refs. That's just the way that it's going to be.
Yeah.
When I was in college, it was we even got a little bit of that in the A10. You know what I mean? Like you can kind of feel like maybe we got a call that we weren't supposed to get, whatever. And then you get into like our non-conference schedule, and we could really feel like the refs were coming down on us because it was like we're the people that have to prove ourselves. That is 100% true. So his statement, it was just the reason it was funny was just because he was like tired of that bullshit. Like that actually made me audibly laugh out loud when he said that. I'm tired.
That's a good meme for the future. That is definitely a good meme to have in the back pocket.
100%.
Sure.
Tired of that bullshit.
But I mean, my thought processes on that is one, I do think that exists on some level. I don't know if you remember Xavier 2004 went to the Elite Eight and played the number 1 seed Duke. That game was officiated. It seemed like a strong Duke lean, and I'm trying to be objective on that. I know I have the Xavier glasses sometimes, especially as a 12-year-old kid, but that felt like an insanely big lean. But two, I think of like the tier system, Kenny. It's like the Big East is loaded with coaches now, and I feel like Sean should at least be on that second tier. I mean, you've got like Pitino, Hurley at this point,
McDermott. I wouldn't put him above
I wouldn't,
Sean
but again, it's like other than Pitino and Hurley off the top of my head, Jay Wright's not here anymore.
Shaka Smart.
No, but McDermott's a really good coach, and I think that he needs.
But they're great coaches.
You know what I mean?
I just don't know if I would put them above Sean. The only two I'm putting definitely above Sean, as far as like a tier system accomplishments perspective, is Hurley and Pitino.
Yeah, and I mean, Paula and Ahmad are both right. Like, I understand what you're saying, Paula, about how Arizona isn't in the Big East, and maybe that's kind of where he's having to earn his stripes a little bit from that perspective of just being, being new to the league, all that stuff. But I mean, I just don't know how much that should really come into play when at a national level, Sean has been.
But I will give Pitino this. I think Pitino should be in the top tier because of his tweet the other day.
Oh, I agree.
Giving Sean Miller a bunch of love. Did you see that?
I mean, and what was I saw it and I retweeted it, but what was he saying? The rumor wasn't true.
I don't know where. So I think that he was implying that Sean's staying in Xavier.
Yeah, right.
That he's not going to Ohio State. I think
that's kind of the way that I assumed it too, but I didn't know.
It's funny now talking to Kenny because it's like I feel like when he first came on the podcast, it was like, Kenny, did you see this on Twitter? And now he's on Twitter more than I am.
Oh, yeah,
He's like, did I see it? Of course I saw it.
I'm locked in on I'm locked in on Twitter now because it's just like there's so much from a growing a brand point of view. There's so much that can be done there. So it's like
you're a content machine. I love it. But that was cool. I mean, Pitino's hilarious on Twitter and in the media. He's so funny.
And Paula asked, did Rick really tweet that, or was it an intern? I think he really tweeted that.
So
I think
I would be
Rick has
shocked.
those Twitter fingers sometimes.
Yeah, I would be. I don't know. I could go either way with him, just because of he's got to be kind of locked in for recruiting and all of that. But I definitely wouldn't be surprised if he didn't even have Twitter on his phone. He
has been something else this season. I do think that Sean Miller's Twitter is not Sean Miller.
Hey, he followed Roll Blob, so I think it's him.
All right, then fair enough.
He did that.
Then fair enough. It's Sean Miller. So I'm seeing some feathers stuff in the chat right now.
Yeah,
dude, I got a FaceTime from Ian today, and I just pick up the FaceTime or whatever, and he goes ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba, and then hangs up.
Oh wow!
I was like, oh, that was awesome.
Dude, was it just me, or did that legitimately got my heart pumping? Why was the game on CBS?
We get a random CBS Sports Network game, I feel like once or twice a season.
Oh, the prop game?
Yeah.
And then I think the Butler game, possibly.
But I do think that
I
think there's a minimum temperature and lateness in the season before you listen to that music for the first time. It needs to be at least February and at least like 50-something degrees outside to hear that music for the first time.
Tomorrow I'm listening to it. It's going to be like 60.
Exactly. Tomorrow's a prime early CBS music for sure. For sure. I love that first listen.
And we have an extra day. We have an extra day of February this year. I mean,
People forget that it's a
It-
leap year.
Yeah.
I don't care, fellas. It's spring already.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
spring.
it's spring.
I don't know why you would say that. This is right now we are currently in full spring, right? It's gonna get. I bet you it's gonna snow again.
Well, see,
That's fair.
you're like 3 hours north of us. We already had our false spring, so I think we're
You're legit in the north,
yeah.
dude. It's gonna be 66 here tomorrow, Kenny. It's spring.
Let me check out the weather for me. I'm just gonna go
I will go to bat for this one. That's my most passionate take I'll have all day. Is it's
Weather?
spring. Yeah, that's my most passionate take.
February what? We're February 25th, 2 months after Christmas.
It's almost supposed to be 70 degrees next Sunday.
I'm telling you, it's spring, Kenny.
Yup.
Okay.
Trees are already blooming. Yeah, shut up.
I'm not getting my hopes up.
I don't know if I like the way you talk to me.
Sorry.
At first, I thought you were doing the McDonald's song.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I get that a lot, actually.
Do you?
Yeah.
I thought you were giving me that big
You
Mac,
give me a big
boy.
McDonald's energy.
There was a guy. Do you guys remember
Big Mac
Costa
energy.
Koufis?
Of course.
Yeah.
He went to school right next to me at Glen Oak, and we used to go. I mean, I played against him every year a couple times, and like our area for basketball was really good. But in the summertime, we would get together and play open gyms at one of these kids' houses that had like a full court basketball hoop at his house, and we would go play there. And him and Anthony Gage was his point guard, and every time they would throw a lob or something, they would do that. They would go ba da ba ba ba. It just used to make me so angry. So
That is awful. That's so insulting.
Couldn't listen
But
to
I wish I'd have thought
McDonald's
of it.
commercial game.
What's that?
You couldn't hear a McDonald's commercial again. You're right. You just get that little
Yeah,
flashbacks of that.
couldn't be me.
Let's see. Vern Lundquist is retiring after this year's Masters. That's
Yeah,
awful news.
that is bad news. He's a legend.
Gus Johnson went to Alex King's high school. That's what's up.
That is awesome.
Gus Johnson, I'm willing to say, is
All right.
my favorite play-by-play guy
Gotta
ever.
be. Can I ask Kenny a question? I'll ask you the same question. Kenny, are you romantic about March Madness like any good American should be?
Oh yeah. I mean, there's no sporting event in the world that's better than March Madness. I'll put it up against
Correct
the World
take.
Cup. I don't care.
College
That'll
World
be super
Series.
fire.
College World Series.
Will you quit with the baseball stuff?
Yeah.
Kenny, can we kick him out of here?
I'm getting a little sick of it, if I'm being honest with you. It's been a
This
couple days
sicko's
now.
watching a 4-game stream of college baseball, and Kenny was like, "I'm gonna punish my kid by making him do that." Like, oh,
Multicast, dude. Shout out Coastal Carolina baseball. They're beating UC by 20 runs
now
right
that I can get behind.
Dude,
Let's go, Sean.
I was talking to Cap yesterday. I was like, I cannot believe that Coop is sitting there watching.
Yeah, we were talking about you a
Stream.
sicko.
He's like, dude, I've walked into his apartment before and he was watching Coastal Carolina winning by 20 points. And then you just said that they're
He
beating him
kept it
by
on.
20.
26 to
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
You
We had to.
sicko.
They were playing George Mason.
You are a certified psychopath. Kenny, what is your favorite part of the tournament like as a fan? Like, is it like one shining moment, the music,
No,
Gus
dude, like
Johnson?
my favorite part about the whole thing is just like you sit down at whatever it is, 10 o'clock in the morning, and you're just watching basketball, college basketball, meaningful college basketball where like people's careers are ending because they're losing. Like
Yep.
that part of that'll never go away. Like even for a team that I hate, when I watch a guy play his last game in the uniform of his college, like it makes me feel a certain type of way because it's like it's a hard moment when you realize it's over. So it's like, but that part of it, just like watching how meaningful the game is, that all the games are to all the different teams, being able to watch basketball from the morning until the very, very late at night, like that's going to be a lot of. I'm excited to do it with you guys. I don't think we've talked to the people about it yet, but
We have not. It might be a
gonna be
decent time
fun.
for that.
yeah,
That is
that's
the
gonna-
most fun 4 days in sports, and it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
even close. Like, I just lock in for those 4 days, man. And one of my simple pleasures in life, I had to use a printer. Not to brag, I had to use a
Hey,
printer.
yeah.
Exactly. I
Yeah,
did
yeah.
not Xavier's printer, unfortunately. Yeah, we were walking behind at Xavier, remember, Kenny? And we were walking behind like the locker room tunnel area. There's just a printer sitting there.
Nice one.
A nice,
Nice.
Of course, we were like,
That-
what the heck's a printer?
That's
dude?
got a fax machine on
Like
it.
in a long hallway, like not close to any offices or anything. But anyway, I had to print something. And simple pleasure,
Printing a bracket.
Yes,
Oh,
dude.
yeah,
That
dude.
fresh warm bracket.
You know what?
I'll tell you one of the worst things though is when you have to fill out your like 30th bracket. That starts to get a little. It's a
Fair
fatigue.
How many brackets do you do a season, Kenny? I'm like a
It
2
really-
or 3 guy.
It really depends. Like I'll do one with my in-laws. Generally do one with. There's always like 4 or 5 different things in different discords that I'm in. Speaking of which, I think that we should put together a Roll Blob one. No entry fee. We'll just figure out.
Ooh, that's love that.
Figure
Like
out
that.
something for the winner.
Winner
That
gets
would
some
be a lot of
blob
fun.
gear or a date with me,
Let's go with that.
Could be.
male or female. I'll cheat you at McDonald's on cat.
Ahmad, that's actually people don't even think to do that, but that's a good idea. He says he fills out his bracket after the tournament.
Genius. I do 3, Kenny. I do what I think's gonna happen: a mayhem bracket and a Xavier bracket.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah, my favorite
generally
thing about
Go ahead.
filling out a bracket is choosing my own abbreviations for the names. Like
Dude, that says a lot about somebody.
Louisville,
Yeah.
L-Ville,
Elville. Yeah.
or Villanova, just Nova.
You can
like,
tell a lot
man.
about a person by the way they spell a school out.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell a lot about.
Just
a person.
like Kansas State. Cats.
we should do some Roll Blob bracketology.
I think that was something that we're talking about. We should probably do that.
Do you want to talk
Maybe
about
right before. Maybe. Oh, you know what? When we could do that, we could do that on the Monday before the Big East tournament.
That would be fun. So, Kenny, I don't mind. You kind of brought it up. If you don't want me to talk about it, that's fine. But talk about doing some stuff for March Madness. I think would be pretty fun.
Yeah. So, I got over at my parents' house. When I was playing overseas, every single summer I would come home with my wife and at the time maybe kids, maybe not, depending on the year. Obviously, my son was born 6 years ago. So, me and my dad put a really sick theater room in my parents' basement. And we are gonna do I believe Cap and Coop are coming in town, coming to the salon, Mass Lawn.
I've never heard that.
And we are going to be doing 2 full days streaming from the very beginning of the NCAA tournament of the day all the way till the very end, just hanging out, place for people to come in and hang out, watching games and stuff like that. It's going to be a lot of fun, man.
And we are thinking about streaming while we sleep too.
I was just
going
gonna
to
say that too.
anything, but we'll see. We also have a Twitter chat from Nuts for XU. Does anyone watch college wrestling? I do not personally.
Sickos.
So my high school, Perry High School, is a very very good wrestling school. I've never really gotten into it, but I know that there's a lot of people from Perry that go to.
How did you not get into wrestling, Kenny? I bet the coaches were all over you.
Well, I'm saying I never really got into like watching it, but like we used to go to the wrestling matches live at Perry all the time. It was a lot of fun because the guys on our team just waxed people. Like it was wild.
Ohio's a big wrestling state.
There was one dude.
Wrestling.
I'm trying to think of his name. Thomas Strawn.
A wrestling move.
Maslin.
Maslin
I like
yeah.
that.
But I believe this dude's name was Thomas Strawn. Tom Strawn, can't remember what we called him, but he went somewhere high major D1 as a wrestler, and his dad used to make him let the person like get him into different positions so that he could work. And like you're talking about in giant matches against really good wrestlers. And he wouldn't let him finish the match until like there was like 10 seconds left. So he had to like actually work his way through a match and like put himself in bad positions on purpose just to practice. He was so good.
Wow.
And like the guy that was Riggs was his name. He was a Olympic wrestler, and he was the coach of the team for a long time. That program's insane.
We got a minute till game time, Kenny. What's Kenny's vibe today? Are we gonna get good Xavier or lose by 30 Xavier?
Well, I had a brief moment of saying that I wanted to bet on Xavier. I have $59.33 in my account, and I was going to bet all of it on Xavier, but I can't bring myself to break the rule. I'll just think that we lost because of me at that point. So
I did see that we have James Breeding today.
Yeah, that's tough.
That is not ideal.
Great. Not great.
Not ideal. But the rest will be the rest. I just want to see Quincy have a moment, man. I just want to see Quincy have a moment. It kills me when Kenny, I feel like every Xavier players, especially the easy ones to root for. Like, it hurt me that Tyreek Jones never really got like his big NCAA tournament moment. Like, he was there for his sophomore season when we went to the Elite Eight or whatever, but not like as an upperclassman. I would love to see Quincy have a cool moment. Like last year, seeing like Kunkel and those dudes, like that was so fun.
Yeah, we were worried for a while that Kunkel was not going to get a March Madness.
I know, we talked about that forever.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Game time. I am ready to get hurt again. No doubt about it.
Ahmad, I am taking the over. McKnight,
that's
I'm
7.5's a lot.
I'm taking the under on a 6.
I think the question
here's the thing: if
fouls,
Xavier wins, McKnight has over 7.5 assists. If they lose, he has under. So
fair.
I don't think the question is does Usman get 5 fouls. I think the question is how soon does he get 5 fouls.
The question is what would Pluto do?
Over under. I'm saying 32 minutes for Abu's 5th foul.
I like that a lot, actually. He's going to be going up against Iguodaro today. I think I'm going to say 28. I'm going to say 28. Iguodara's going to be rough.
Paula, yes, you can. On certain apps, you can do prop bets for players. You can't always do it depending on the game, but usually like Power 6 games, yeah, you can.
So like a prop bet. So like you're betting on like an object in a play?
Hold on. Tip-off is now at 5:10 p.m.
Dude, what if it gets pushed back to 5:30?
So right now it looks like
if it gets pushed back to 5:30, I'm boycotting.
I would lose it.
Nuts for XU asked if
High school wrestling or college wrestling.
Exactly.
We're lit.
Going with that, we are watching college wrestling. It looks like we've got Oklahoma State,
which we're big fans of now.
OSU, and Iowa. I
hear Iowa's a powerhouse in the wrestling sphere.
So we've got 10 minutes. Looks like Connor Doucet.
Yeah, Doucet. Hard to know if it's a hard T or
Ben Cooter.
Yeah, I'm going Cooter.
I'm taking Cooter for sure.
You're going Cooter?
I'm taking
Cooter.
Yeah.
I'm a Cooter guy.
Yeah, a lot of people are these days.
Do you remember the coach Jim Bob Cooter for the Lions?
No.
That was a Jim Bob Cooter. Great name.
Yeah, Mod, you're right. Pistol Pete is jacked. He's yoked.
He can wrestle.
He's a rash.
Now, I don't know about you guys. I'm a big Oklahoma State guy at this point.
Really?
That is my favorite OSU. They did burst Cincinnati's bubble.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So we like
Oklahoma State and UC being in the same conference is still weird.
And then TCU twisted the knife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, and I think that was the team that UC stormed the court against too, which
TCU?
Yeah.
Was it?
I'm not mistaken.
Wake Forest stormed the court. You guys hear about that?
I did hear about that, actually. And I was playing a little violin for the Duke players.
Yeah, right.
I mean, like, but seriously, if you're Kyle Filipowski, get the heck off the floor.
Well, I was...
okay, what happened? What happened with that? I didn't see.
Yeah, so Coop, you can get
So Wake Forest storms the court after they beat Duke, as they should. And he didn't get off... I mean, it's hard to get off the floor in time because the students rushing the court... I mean,
Cooter!
You don't have any respect for what's going on. You just want to get on the court.
Right.
But, yeah, he got hit kind of hard.
I think his ankle got tweaked or something.
It was an ankle thing.
But here's what pissed me off, though, is I was watching it back, dude. Cooter's got some trunks, dude. Let's go. But freaking – so Filipowski – so they're storming the court, and Filipowski's just, like, walking, like, leisurely off the court while everyone's storming. I'm like, dude, get off the court. Like, I feel like you just were, like – that'd be like standing in traffic and just taking your time. Like, I'm standing in the middle of the highway just taking my time getting – like, bro, move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just wonder, like, is it was it like the Caitlin Clark one?
It was worse than that, I would say. The Caitlin Clark one, like, she wasn't even I shouldn't say wasn't upset about it, but she was like, I'm fine, they're fine, it's not a big deal.
Okay, Caitlin Clark gave her the –
Yeah.
Gave her the
but I don't know. John Shire, the Duke coach, was saying they need to ban court storming, and
which is dumb.
That's impossible.
Good luck with that.
Like, it's not – the ACC doesn't fine for it, but most conferences do. Yeah. They don't want you to storm the court, but it's like
it's. I mean, what are they gonna like? I guess they could be like, if you storm the court, you're gonna get arrested. But then, like, are you gonna arrest a whole arena of people?
It's like, yeah, you've got 7,000 people to put in the paddy.
Could you imagine that? They just like everybody storms the court, and then as they do it, police just like circle them with tape, and nobody's allowed to leave, and they just got to book everybody, like 8,000 people.
That'd be crazy.
Just storm the woods.
Yeah, you could.
Just have a freaking mosh pit up there or something. I don't know. Speaking of wrestling,
Yeah, Najee
So
Marshall.
I was talking with someone. That would be a spoiler if I talked about this, Kenny. But I was talking with someone. Teaser. Someone important that could be a fun project. I was talking with someone important that could be a fun project, Kenny. And my brother texts me, Najee Marshall just choked Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? I was like, bro, that is absolute cap. That is straight up cap units. And then I turn on Twitter. I'm like, Najee Marshall just choked Jimmy Butler. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Which hurts because Jimmy Butler's like one of my favorite NBA players.
I love Jimmy Butler.
Me too,
yeah.
I know. But
Najee also just looks like super jacked too. Like
dude,
he just
Najee's
looks like
beast. I like to think, Kenny, that Najee knew it was Marquette week and he was firing up the troops, like Jerome Hunter fan club said.
I mean, probably
it's not personal, but it's Marquette week.
Yeah. I mean, I still have a grudge against Marquette because they took us out of the tournament.
I was going to say, and Jimmy Butler. But, Kenny, I've talked about this so many times. How the heck did that team get an 11 seed? That Marquette team, or whatever it was. Or a 7 seed. Something. That team was.
I think it was an 8-9 game.
That team was loaded.
8-9 sounds right.
I think it was.
That team had the talent to be a 2 seed at minimum.
Jimmy
was on that Marquette
team. He was on that team, yeah. That was, and like,
Yeah.
the funny thing was like, you look back at that time, and I can still remember the scouting report, and it was just like, let Jimmy Butler try and beat you, because on offense, he was absolute garbage. And then he goes to the NBA.
So funny to dig up that scouting report.
Oh, dude, hilarious. But then he goes to the NBA, and it's just like, he becomes a completely different player.
And I love those players, Kenny, that like are those late round draft picks that mold into superstars. Because I think his first season in Chicago, he averaged like 2.1 points a game. And then by like year 3, I mean, he's a mini superstar with Derrick Rose.
Well, and that's the thing is like in the NBA, as far as like the guys that get drafted, that's why you see a lot of guys get drafted based on like just a body type, right? Because they know that when they get them to come into whatever program they're coming into, and they're just going to work them out and get them skill wise to a place where they can be dominant in the league if the team has a focus on that. So like, it's fun watching those guys do that, but I mean, that's why it's like, you know, guys like Timmy or, you know, a lot of like big, good college basketball players don't get drafted in the NBA because it just doesn't translate.
Hansbrough, Luka, not that Luka, the other Luka, Iowa Luka.
Oh yeah,
Garza.
Bob Nungy was Jack Nungy was his backup. People forget that.
People do forget that. Yeah, Ahmad said the same thing. It's like when Xavier got that 11 seed. Like that team had the talent of a much, much, much higher. I think preseason top 10. Come on, Cooter. God, Cooter's down 1-0, Kenny.
I can't see it.
I can't see it either. How do you see it?
Oh, boy, man.
Is the event at commercial break or something?
So, Kenny, how well do you know the situation at UC? Is this Wes Miller's 4th season? I want to say 4th.
4th sounds
I think
right,
that's.
yeah.
I think that seat's going to get hot, Kenny.
Well, I mean, think about what Rick said when we were talking to him about his buyout and all that stuff. Like,
yeah,
it sounds like UC might be stuck with him.
I think he's a good coach.
I couldn't tell you. I don't pay enough attention to their games outside the Xavier game. And the thing is like, you know, the only other exposure I have to Wes is him crying to the media.
Yeah, it's been an interesting time in the media, and I mean, his it's just funny. I love watching the replies, man. I mean, like when he's like, "We're gonna figure it out," and then like everyone's just, "We're gonna figure it out" after every single game or whatever.
No, that's what you always say to someone you're like trying to make plans with that you don't want to hang out with. It's like, we'll figure it out.
We'll figure
it's
it
like
out.
I'm not putting any effort into this.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Give me an extra 3 hours. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Is this always happen in wrestling? Like for the folks at home, the sickos that.
The blackout.
Is there just like a black screen for like 5 minutes at a time?
Must be. Maybe they don't show commercials. I don't know what's going on. We'll figure it out.
But, Kenny, I think we can officially, if Rick Pitino said it, I'll take it to the bank. Ohio State rumors, done. Get the heck out of here. That was a wild few days on Twitter.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the thing is, and somebody brought it up. I can't remember who it was. Somebody had brought it up, like, if Miller is trying to, shoulder out some space or more money or support, NIL, whatever it is at Xavier, like why would he come out and say, no, I'm not leaving? You know what I mean? Like that leverage, there's a lot of leverage that comes from understanding that there's a big time program that wants him and somebody that can pay him and probably bring in good NIL and all that stuff. Having that leverage is huge for him. So why would he come out? Because there was a couple of people on Twitter saying it would be so easy for him to come out and just say, I'm not leaving and make the fan base happy, blah, blah. But like, it wouldn't be smart to do. Like his agent is probably telling him, do not tell people you're not leaving.
Yeah, there's that. And then there's also like, I don't feel like a coach owes, like as bad as it sounds, I don't feel like a coach owes a fan base like have to come out and say, hey, I'm not going anywhere, because you hear coaches say that all the time. Urban Meyer said that like every single year. He's like, no, I'm not going to coach again. And then the next day he's coaching the Jacksonville Jaguars. Like it doesn't mean anything whether someone says I'm going to stay or I'm going to go. It's just
right.
That's weird. I saw on Twitter they announced that Shawnee was starting today, and now it says Abu Usman. We'll see who actually starts. And my thought process was, Kenny, you probably have a good idea on this too. It's like, how much do they care about that outside noise anyway? Like, I would wonder how much Miller and them were even plugged into all the Twitter noise and stuff. I wouldn't know, but
I would be willing to guess that they probably weren't looking at it at all.
I think so. Right.
I would assume that they know about it, but they're not. I mean,
but they're not like a Xavier fan obsessing over like
the worst
message number 600 on a message board. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, the worst thing you can do as a public figure in any way is to look at what people are talking about. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like you can go down a rabbit hole for days with that stuff if you really get caught up in it.
How many games has Dalen Swain started?
I was just going to say this. I mean, yeah, I think this is his second one.
Yeah, I think it is the second. Wow. Yeah.
So he's starting over Giedis.
Giedis, yeah.
Dunk that thing. Are you freaking kidding me? Keep that ball in your right hand and dunk that thing, man.
Dunk that thing.
Dunk that thing. Kenny would have dunked it.
Dunked it.
I would have tried. Coop would have dunked it.
Yeah, I would have. On an 8-foot rim, I'd have dunked that.
Yeah, you were cooking Kenny at Cintas.
Cooking.
Come on, Daniel. Ooh, wedgie. I would like to win this one. All right.
What's up, Johnny Blake?
I'm going to tell you right now, if that shot went in, Xavier loses 100%.
It's already over. The ESPN
it's already done.
Win probability goes to 100%.
We just stopped streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. See you guys.
Johnny Blade in the building. My man. I said the same thing.
Quincy.
I am ready to be hurt again. Okay. Big
Come on, Abu.
Nice.
He just wanted one more rebound.
Yeah, that's stat padding right there, baby. Remember Ricky Davis when he stat padded a triple-double? Kenny might remember that.
I don't remember that.
I remember. He had it off the backboard to himself?
Yeah, he had a breakaway dunk, and just threw it off the backboard to himself to get an extra rebound.
What are we doing, boys?
Broski, my broski.
Don't
love that. Oh, man. Not ideal. Not ideal. AP Coach of the Year. I think people forget that.
I forget that.
Shaka's got Marquette rolling, dude. Obviously. Wow, that's impressive.
I don't know. It's not a real shocker.
Can we put Cooter on the other side of the screen?
That'd be nice. Yeah, I'd like to know what's
me too.
going on.
Oh, I can keep you guys updated.
So, Ahmad, we've got a Jordan Crawford-esque move from Quincy. Nowhere near as baggy, obviously.
Right.
Kenny, that Jordan Crawford baggy T-shirt underneath the jersey was such a good look.
It's an iconic look for sure.
Oh, fantastic look. Come on, Q.
Man, oh man, how do you not get a shot off of that?
Damn. That works.
We'll take that. Way to find new command. And Kenny, I saw that I posted off the Zip 'em Up account, but like that Jordan Crawford highlight film.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even what stuck out to me was obviously Crawford was incredible, but like how many just dudes there were everywhere on that team.
Yeah. I know, man.
Let's go, Q.
It was
just like so much athleticism. Like McLean, Lyons, Holloway, Crawford. Like that team was loaded.
Sorry,
14
Ahmad.
more points.
There you go, Des.
14 more points for Quincy to hit 2,000 in his career.
Really?
2,000.
Whew.
That's
Dude, Dez is loving his post game lately, man.
Dez 3.
Go long.
Dez is loving his post game lately. He pops out for 3.
No, he has though, dude. He's been hunting like dude.
100%.
Streamer
No.
jinx.
Yep. You get that every time.
Dude.
Oof.
Lucky.
Super lucky, dude. A 6-inch right hand layup. I can't believe he made it. No,
thank you, Abu.
Pure luck.
No effed up shots.
No, yeah, right. Somebody cut into the middle, please.
Come on, baby.
9. Oh!
Yikes.
He's no Dwan Odom. So last year, Kenny, we had
Dude, this is
2 years.
Come on, Dalen.
Good move.
Yeah, with the Euro.
Good move.
And he's so oh my gosh.
Dude. Kenny's gonna lose it.
He's on that Swain train, boy.
He's gushing. Fight it. Ooh, that's a good take. Hey, but a good start though, fellas.
Good start.
We'll take the start. We'll take this.
If you get Dalen Swain shooting threes at 35%, he has a chance to be the player of the year in the country.
Dude, that move was so nice. Oh,
he's 18.
We've really
bro.
seen his confidence go to a different level.
I mean, I think we'd all agree his ceiling is probably higher than anyone else's on the
Anybody
roster,
else?
with all due respect.
Hard to disagree with that.
Other than maybe Lazar.
Yeah.
That's not unfair. Lazar's got a huge ceiling, but like the only one we're seeing produce right now that has a super high ceiling is
right.
Yeah, but you might have something there, Kenny. I'm still holding out hope.
If you get Lazar in a place where he's got like a bag on the block, he's got all the fadeaways and all that stuff, and he can stretch the floor at 3, he could be a problem. He's so tall, man. Like people are going to have a hard time guarding him if he's confident and he has the moves down low to back that up.
Let's let him get in his rhythm and get some confidence. You know what I mean? Freshman year, when you're way behind in the depth chart, I'm sure it's really hard to find your confidence.
I'm telling you right now, the person that I'm most worried isn't coming back next year is Lazar.
I fear for that.
I have zero knowledge about it. Nothing. I have no idea. But he's the person that I am like, I want to see him actually commit to coming back before I think that we're going to see him next year.
Yeah. No, I agree with that for sure. And
it's not a skill thing, obviously.
Ahmad says, wait till Dalen puts on some muscle. Maybe if he had your dad, it'd be a little bit different.
Let's get Bob in touch with him.
Yeah.
My dad should be a strength coach, and it's like all he does is just say physical strength all the time. Like he doesn't do any actual coaching. He just says physical strength.
Physical strength.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's like a broken record.
Paul, I agree. I think that his best chance of going to the NBA is now that he is, shown himself in America already, and he doesn't kind of get to, I don't want to say hide behind, but that's kind of what it is. That wall of the lower European leagues that he would have been playing in at this point, then that would have been his probably best path to the NBA. But with Miller being able to develop him if he comes back and all that stuff, I think that would be a big selling point for him to stay.
I would like some clarity on that.
On what?
I don't know. That comment.
Oh, that's Kenny.
All right. Let's go, boys.
No, that's my cousin.
Oh, okay. That makes way more
That's
sense.
simple hobbies.
Dropping in for freedom is he's talking about playing Helldivers 2.
Video game stuff.
This stream is brought to you by Simple Hobbies.
Yeah, there you go, Sean.
There's
a cough.
Good cough.
That may have been a double cough.
There's a cough and a half.
Gas me up, boys. I love how that's how we get 99% of our vibe.
Ahmad, it is not Call of Duty. Helldivers 2 is a new game that just came out, and it's storming the globe.
First-person shooter?
Great song.
Actually, a third person.
Oh, third-person shooter. I don't know
what?
that song. Come on, Trey.
Come on, Trey.
Big as a Super Bowl. Let's go, Trey.
That's why they call him Trey.
That first Trey shot is always big.
Agreed.
That first one. Oh, let's go. Do it to Dante. I like that.
To
I like
Dante.
that. To be fair, Dante was wide open.
He was wide open. Shooter
was.
barely nowhere.
Jeez, that's dark, Ahmad. Lord.
Trey Thompson, that's right.
Trey
Ahmad's
Thompson.
got a bag full of Trey Green nicknames.
Wow. Who was that Thompson kid that we were recruiting and went to Seton Hall?
I have no idea.
Committed everywhere. Torian Thompson.
Another one?
Oh, I
That
thought it
would've
was
been-
Trey Day.
That would have been stupid. Paula, I am not going to comment on that.
On what, Trey Thompson?
No.
Oh,
her
Travis.
last comment there.
Or Cooter?
Cooter.
Yeah, let's leave that
Yeah,
one.
we're still watching the Oklahoma State wrestling match.
That's what I've been cheering at this whole time.
Yeah.
It's a tough shot.
Got a
Give me Oakland's
rebound.
back, baby. Go box out a Booskies.
A Booskies.
A Booskies.
Oh, he skis?
He skis. A Booskies. People forget that.
Booskies.
Big skis guy. Come on, fellas.
Let's go Muskies.
Come on, Muskie skis. Let's go skis. Okay. What do you think about the jersey choice today, Coop?
You know, I feel like it's been a minute since they've worn the Navy uniform, so I'm for it.
Are they wearing Navy?
Get on that.
Those are Navy.
Okay.
I
We
think.
needed Gitas in there. Gitas would have got on the ground for that.
We're wearing Navy or
Yeah,
black?
true.
Those are Navy. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
Navy.
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 From distance,
Okay.
it looks.
You should know. You're the Ramadan starts March 10th. I wonder
If Abu will be
if
fasting.
Boo will be fasting. Oh
Better
no.
not
I
be
had-
slow and-
I had quite a few teammates in my pro career that practiced Ramadan, and that was a rough time for them, practice wise, game wise, all that stuff.
Yo!
Airball to free
The
throw.
air ball free throw, though. Kenny, have you ever fasted before?
Yeah.
Like, what would you say is your longest fast?
I used to just do stupid shit, man, just to see if I could do it. I think I went one summer in college, I went like 4.5 days without eating.
Oh my God!
Damn.
Especially when you're a big fella, you need some food, man.
I mean, the thing is that like, if you've never done it before, like it's a cool experience because you kind of go through like I don't know. It's hard to explain.
I've heard it's actually really good for you. I don't know if that's true or not, but
Your
No, I
appetite
drank-
gets like smaller.
I drank water still.
water fast.
I don't know. Daddy gets hungry, man.
I've done some Bud Light fasts before.
I'm not that fast anymore.
Yeah. Okay, Sasha.
Come on, man. Let's get something out of this.
Maybe
Oh my
that.
God,
Dude,
Trey with the
Trey
quick
is just-
trigger. Trey with the quick trigger.
Hey, if that logo
Boy,
is
does that
bigger-
make me happy.
Yeah, that is a small logo, relatively.
Relatively speaking, yeah.
Kenny, do you like that?
Small logo.
You like that? God bless America. Dude, that's the worst when you get a big three and then they just turn around and get one right back in your face.
Yeah.
But Trey is cooking, though.
let us have our moment. Ahmad, hit me with another Trey Green nickname. I know you got something.
Who? Oh, gas me. Oh, that was a better pass.
Float game.
Oh, it's Trey Day. You like that? You like that? Woo! All right, no foul. All right, cool.
Yeah.
That's the only thing about the stream is you never know if there's a foul or not.
Wow,
Trey
this,
Payday. There we go.
this announcer just brought up the peach jam. That takes me back.
The Peach Jam. Oh, talking about
Yeah.
Trey.
Yeah, it was an AAU tournament in Florida.
I think Trey was the Peach Jam MVP.
That's what he was talking about.
Yeah. Peach Jam's huge.
I've never had it. Sounds good.
Peach Jam.
Trey-
Yeah.
Traylicious with the floater.
Jeez.
Dude, that would
Okay. Give me the foul.
No foul. No foul.
be. Yeah, but
Come on, baby.
Oliveira could have jumped into Kolick, but they wouldn't have called it.
Yeah, that's true.
Tier system.
Exactly.
Bro, we
Musketeer system.
Why? Okay. Oh, yeah.
Sasha.
Yeah, I like that. The musketeer system.
I like that a lot, actually, too.
Thanks.
Is it
I
is
know
it the
musketeer.
wait, is it the Musca tier system or the musket tier system?
I think
Oh my God.
it should be musket tier system, but it's actually like Muska tier system.
Gotcha.
We can workshop that.
Yeah.
Hey, still 16 up. I mean, Kenny, if you had promised me almost halfway into the first half that we're tied up, I would take it.
At the end of the first quarter.
At the end of the first quarter, yeah.
Clear.
Oh, that.
Okay.
Hey, we'll take those all day.
You might not get an easier one all day.
Paula, I
think
think Sasha could be really good too. I mean, obviously, I don't know offensively where he becomes a big time weapon, but I think just as an asset to the team, defensively, clogging up the paint, all that stuff, I think he could be really good.
Oh, Trey.
What was that?
Man, yeah, unless he was just searching for a whistle and hoping for the best.
Where is any defense right now? But Kenny, I agree with you. I think Sasha has a super bright future.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think he could be really good offensively just because he has the size and everything. And if he's able to put together, 2 or 3 good moves and counters to him and, really play with his back to the basket, could be really good. But I think with all of the firepower that, these guys that are coming back, and if Jerome and Zach are coming back next year, like I don't know where his offense comes from, but I think he could be a really good 1-2 punch off the bench at the 5-man.
Yeah, the D has definitely been missing. The D is definitely, dude. There's not a lick of defense right now, Kenny. Nothing.
I didn't think that's where you were going with that.
Not a lick of. Anyways,
where'd you think I was going with that? I'm talking about Xavier's defense. I don't know what else I could possibly be talking about.
Hey, it was him. He was putting bad thoughts into my head.
Yeah, dude, he's a menace, Kenny. I'll tell you.
Come on, man.
No D for
What's his name again? We named him, didn't we?
We did, dude. I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Oh, that was way back in the day.
Does anybody in the chat have a good name for this guy?
Yeah.
Storm Cooper? I don't know.
That's actually pretty good. Would you storm the court, Cooper?
Oh, yeah.
You'd be a storm Cooper?
I would love to storm a court.
I'm pro court storming.
I am too. I'm down to do it at random points in time. I'm like the under 8 timeout, storm the court.
Yeah.
Why not? I don't think that's what happens. Like a flash mob type of thing.
I really don't know if that's going to catch on, Coop.
It would be funny.
Gandhi said, "Be the change you want to see in the world."
Yep.
So it starts with me.
Coop is different.
All right, we got one name so far, Muskie Trooper.
I like that.
We're working with it. Kenny, maybe you know this. Are you familiar with the Milwaukee Tool brand?
Yeah.
So Marquette's script across their jersey looks very similar to the Milwaukee Tool script. I think it's the same font.
Huh.
Okay. Let me
And Marquette is in Milwaukee.
Some say that.
Right? I think, yeah.
I know they're in Wisconsin.
It's in Milwaukee. They play at the same arena as the
Greater
Bucks.
Milwaukee. Yeah.
So.
That one right there?
Or yeah, on the jersey.
I can't lie. Their jerseys are clean.
I don't like yellow, but.
In general?
Yeah.
I've always thought Marquette's had pretty good jerseys.
It does look like that, Coop.
Yeah. I'll show Cap. Milwaukee.
So,
Cool.
Did you guys ever see back, just like, I don't know why, probably because we were talking about SNL the other day, me and Coop were,
exactly.
I got a thing from on Instagram. It was a Ryan Gosling skit from back in the day about Avatar. Have you guys seen this?
Not that I remember.
He's in like a therapy session and he's just like losing his mind because Avatar's logo is just papyrus. That's and they were like they paid this high quality like graphic designer to come in, and he literally, it was like a thoughtless child. He just typed it in, picked up the drop down menu and just picked papyrus.
Good to go. Ship it.
I love that.
You got to look, dude. Maybe at halftime, you got to look it up. It's so funny. Yeah,
Sounds
right.
Good.
Jared, there's one point where they're like, his therapist is like, "Are you angry because the new movies are coming out?" And he's like, "Oh, they made another one, so they fixed it." And she explains to him that it's the same thing.
No, they did not. I love a good skit.
Yeah, SNL these days, man, it's like one in every 100 skits as funny. Back in the day,
When
it
it's
was like,
funny, it's awesome. But you're right; they're few and far between.
That's why Tim
But, like-
Robinson's not there.
right. Did you guys ever remember or ever watch the like best of Will Ferrell Saturday Night
Oh,
Live like
yes.
on DVD?
I've seen it like 500 times.
Who's that Spartan in my TP?
What's the one? He's like, I drive a Dodge Strat.
Oh yeah, right.
Dude, the Will
Oh,
Ferrell
my
ones
gosh.
are like the Ferrell one, the Sandler one, the Farley one. I've seen each
Oh, yeah.
one of those probably 20 times.
Dude, the Chris Farley one is so good.
Oh, I think he might be the comedy goat. Farley was so funny.
Yeah. He was,
Real shame, but he was so funny.
Ryan Gosling and George Clooney were on campus filming a movie. That's crazy.
oh yeah, it
Well,
was
Yeah, there's that picture. Yeah.
the
There's that
Ides
picture
of
Stevie
March
wearing
or
the Xavier
something.
hat.
Was it like the Ides of no? What was it? I remember that though. It was when I was in school.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
wild.
Because there's that
Yeah,
famous picture.
Ides of it was
Stevie wearing
Ides of
the Xavier
March.
hat. Ides of March. I could go for some Ides of March this season. to be
Ides
honest
of
with
March Madness.
Dude, no way. He
I don't
just
know about
lowered
that.
his shoulder. He just lowered his shoulder and shot the ball from outside of his body.
That is some musketeer crap right there. That's what that is. That is some tier crapola. And I don't like it. Ooh, this just became a bigger game when I saw our record, 13-13.
Yeah.
It
Gotta
became
get
a
over
much bigger
500,
game.
man.
Ooh. Losing records are not fun. Not fun.
No, and it's hard to find new records. They don't really make records anymore.
No, they
So
don't.
you lose one, it's like, guess what? That was the last one in
Yeah.
existence. Download it now, boy.
I remember the Guinness Book of World Records. It was actually a book.
Yeah.
Right from the book fair.
Yeah. I would just like,
Dude, book fairs were legit. Oh, I miss book fairs. Remember talking about book fairs?
oh, yeah.
We had like a 2-hour conversation. On
Yeah,
book
we
fairs.
did.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about it after. As soon as this stream ends, I'm going to go in on some book fair stuff. That's all I ever think about. So Marquette 10-0 or 10-2 scoring run rather. Do you think Ben Gold plays for Marquette just because they're the Golden Eagles?
I would
You know,
think
I
that's-
like to think so.
that may be the only reason he got recruited.
Because jersey saying gold and his jersey is gold.
I'm just mad we've
Like,
never
yeah.
gotten a Xavier yet. We've had so many chances of getting a Xavier.
Almost.
Oh, Trey skis.
Xavier Pinson was the closest, I think.
Xavier Pinson, Xavier, I'll think
Henry.
of it later. It's not important, but
Wasn't
Xavier
it? Wasn't there a dude that his name was spelled like Xavier, but it was like Xavier?
Xavier Henry,
Yeah.
Kansas.
From Kansas. Yeah.
That made me so mad when I was like a teenager. I'm like, it's Xavier. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Xavier. Get out of here.
I had a.
And
I can't remember who it was. At one point, we
Xavier
were
Boyer.
sitting there. We were sitting in the Joseph Lounge, and somebody was having an argument about like how you pronounce Xavier, and the one
Oh.
kid. It was somebody on the team. I can't remember who it was. One of the players was like, "Well, I have a friend that his name is spelled just like Xavier, and he pronounces it Xavier." And I was like, "Well, that's the way that he pronounces his name. I could spell
Yeah.
my name with all A's and tell you that it's Kenny, but that doesn't mean that's how you spell Kenny."
I'd say most people with the name Xavier say it Xavier.
Yeah.
For sure. Xavier Simpson.
Mm.
Xavier Simpson. Good career at Michigan. Let's go, boys.
Dude.
Yeah, we've slowed to a hard stop here, Ken. Not liking it. Kenny, are you ever gonna go by Ken full time? Like, we were talking to Johnny Mazza and he goes by John.
Yeah. I mean,
Dude,
I
Ken
have
is a very sophisticated name.
so like anything that doesn't have to do with my high school or Xavier, I typically tell people my name's Ken.
Because I've seen like your email signature be like Ken Freeze or something like that, but I can't
Yeah.
remember where it was. But I was like, that's classy.
Yeah, no, but the thing is with my high school or really anything to do with basketball, people remember me as Kenny Freeze. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's the way
Ken
that
Freeze has a ring to it.
come on, man. Dude,
I like those names where you can-
they're defending the fast break really well.
They
Very
very
well.
well.
I mean,
I
the
don't
fact that
like
Xavier
it.
the fact that Xavier's within 4 points and they're having to play a lot in the half court is actually
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
it feels
positive.
like a lot bigger than a 4-point lead, just the way it's kind of slowed down.
Yeah.
Dude,
Our D has
okay.
gotten a lot better though.
these high-low passes, man. That's the third one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you go back to last
There's a
game, Abu tried to throw a high-low pass that went in. Right?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we have the last high-low pass that they threw hit the rim, and this high-low pass just gets taken right away. Like, I understand Miller's probably pounding it into them, saying, "Look for this pass every single time." Yeah, I heard myself. Miller's probably telling them, "Look for this pass every single time," and they're doing it, and they're just forcing it.
Oh shoot! Have you seen that press conference where with Zach Freeman and Jerome Hunter, Kenny? Freaking Jerome, and I don't even think this is that bad of a thing to say, but he was like, "We just had to nut up, and we had to just nut up and figure it out." And Zach's like,
Yeah, but who says, "Oh, I need to nut up to do this"? Like, no one says that.
I do it internally.
Well,
yeah.
That's actually the first time I've even ever said that. The word "nut up."
Really?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Shut up and not, you know.
What were we watching where someone just said shut up?
Oh, that was me to my watch when Surrey was.
Oh yeah, you were. Yeah.
Oh no, last night we were watching.
That's right.
Who was it?
Gillis?
No.
Oh, no, it was that
Funny
interview.
Marco. Funny Marco
Funny
and
Marco.
Blueface. Yeah.
Shut up.
And Blueface told him to shut up.
That's when you know you've lost an argument, when you just resort to like elementary school.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Where it's like, yeah, well.
Let's go, Brewskis! Oh,
He missed it.
Brewskis!
No.
I don't know about the padding stats in that situation, Ken. Don't know about that one. Oh, good thing Kenny didn't see it. He was pissed.
Oh, I saw it.
Yeah, it was not ideal. Kenny, do you have like an extra like level of mad you get when like a big does something like that, as opposed to like when a guard messes something up?
No, it really doesn't. The thing that really makes me angry is low post defense, because that's like, especially when you have a big body, low post defense is not that difficult, and that's the part that frustrates me from a big standpoint. But really, the way that I see the game is like, I know the way that Miller. I mean, everybody teaches to make a layup, right? So like, I can be mad about that just as an individual level. But when I watch somebody do something stupid on offense or defense that I know is outside of their game plan or what they're taught, those are the things that make me really angry.
Yeah, that would do it.
No, Dez hasn't done much today.
Not a lot.
Has he scored? Has he scored yet?
Well, I'm gonna say no, but then again, he might have like 6. I feel like every time we're like, what's Dez have? Like 4? Like, 18.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, right. No, he hasn't scored. He's got 18 of our 22 points.
Yeah,
we only have 18 points. Sorry, that's the.
Claude actually has not scored.
Wow,
yet.
that's surprising.
Trey Green has 8 points.
Yeah.
Dalen has 4. Abu 2. McKnight 2. Quincy 2.
Daddy's got to use the facility.
And Cam Jones already has 12 points for Marquette.
Did you see that text message? Oh, you probably can't.
No.
Cap will have it too.
Yeah, I'm on Do Not Disturb. Won't be able to see it.
When Cap gets back, have him show you.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, there's a lot of good memes for Tyler Kolek for sure. I don't know if you've seen all of those memes, Kenny, but
I've been seeing some of the stuff about how he can't read, but I don't know.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, there's people been getting pretty creative with, poking fun at that.
I saw the Dana Gardens.
Come on, D.
Getting into that a little bit on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cap, I've been told there's a text message that we just got.
Text message. I like text messages.
I don't know if it's something that.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit! It was from a friend of the podcast, Paul.
Yeah. We won't.
Surprise.
Ooh, Sean looks heated.
When's Easter?
Sean looks heated. I never know when Easter is. Early April, late March.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it should probably be coming up soon.
I never know when Easter is. It's a holiday I've never memorized.
Well, I think they do it based on like
it's Easter Sunday. I know that.
anyone in the chat. How do they determine when Easter is? I can't remember.
Easter.
Paula
Dude,
says March 31st.
So it is, which is weird. But so they, if I remember right, it has to do with the
moon or
solstice,
something.
not the summer solstice. It's the lunar solstice, maybe. It's
Anytime.
like 40 days after the Sunday that's first after 40 days after some lunar event is how they determine when Easter is.
Bush League. Depending on the moon.
Maybe that's where they got Easter eggs
my
from
God.
because it looks like the moon. Come on, Quincy.
We need that
We
one,
need
buddy.
that. 40 days after Ash Wednesday.
When's Ash Wednesday, though? Because, I mean, we're just unraveling a whole rabbit hole here.
How do they determine when that is?
Yeah, how do they determine when Ash Wednesday is? Kashiente sighting. This
And
is
then
early.
you get a leap year thrown in, man.
I'm already confused.
Dude,
thinking about it.
Kashi's playing time has been going up substantially. The student section was chanting his
Cook!
name.
Cook Kashi!
So if you would have
Unfortunately, it didn't work.
told me that this was the first time that Easter's ever been in March in my lifetime, I would have been like, yeah, that makes sense. But apparently it's not that uncommon.
Yeah, it seems more like an April thing. I remember it being as late as April 20th once.
No
Yeah.
way. It was on
No, it can
420?
Yep.
It was a 420 Easter?
That's why yeah.
What did you get in your basket?
Just saying it wasn't. They put that fake grass in it.
Oh, baby.
A little different. That
Oh, baby. Oh, okay, Abu. I didn't know Abu had the dimer badge. That was actually an impressive pass. That's Xavier ball. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oof. 9-0 run for Marquette. Not great.
No.
Not ideal. Dude, I actually really like Kashi's potential.
Oh yeah.
Dude, he is built for a freshman.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's gonna be a good player.
He's a really good athlete.
But this is what I'm saying with Kachi. Like, does he come back next? Does he come back next year?
Yeah, I think he does. I think he's getting enough playing time as a freshman. I think they can see his potential. And I mean, Jerome and Zach are there, and it's just one more year. And then, you'd still have your whole junior and senior year at least.
But I would understand if you did.
But I would understand it, but I just think the system he's in, I think he comes back.
I normally figure you're going to lose around 1.5 guys per season. Not literally half of a guy.
It'll be more than that this year, I think.
I can see that too, depending on the season. But, oh my God. Sometimes sometimes Quincy in the open court. I'm like, what are you doing?
So the scoring drought has ended.
With Kashi.
And it's
Oof, I don't like that.
only a 7-point game.
Kolik is one of those classic guys where you just wonder how he's as good as he is because it doesn't look like he should be good.
Man, I think
Okay, Dez?
Get it out.
I think once Dez takes 2 threes a game, if he's not hitting, I think that's
about
you
right.
call it wraps for the day
That's
on
about
the
right.
on the 3-point shots.
I'm with you there. The other thing I was talking about too is like they need to. Not that I think that Dez doesn't deserve the green light and all this stuff for final buckets, buzzer beaters to win the game, whatever it is. If I'm Quincy, I'm saying I'm taking that shot. If like you're going to end my career if you don't make that shot. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was him, I would want to be taking that shot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Twitter chat nuts for XU says read the text. It was just a meme about the Easter stuff.
It was a meme. Easter's a crazy holiday. All right, Alex King's going to be right back after dinner.
Have a good dinner.
Have a good dinner. Enjoy.
What do you think he gets? Burger King?
Chicken and rice. Smoothie King.
Oh my gosh. That better not be a shot clock violation.
Thank you, Ahmad. Oh, dude. Post-game skyline, I think, for me and Coop tonight.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, I've been thinking about it
Skyline.
all day, dude.
Me and you
I've been
both,
living on like tuna and green peppers for the past 6 days. I'm so hungry.
How is that?
Bro.
Yikes!
Ball's out of
Fuck
bounds.
your girlfriend, Wolf.
The ball's out of bounds. His hand is in the air with 1 second to go, and he just says, "No, it's shot clock violation." Look.
Ooh. What the? What in the Hinkle Fieldhouse is going on around here, Ken?
Yeah, James Breeding.
Got a rebound, man.
Lordy. My person is not being enjoyed right now.
Pointed the wrong way.
For the love of tuna creations. Can I ask you a question, Kenny? I want to just hear the congregation here.
Hold on 1 second. What just happened?
He's like, don't talk about stupid.
Okay, I guess they changed their mind then.
Hey, did Sean get bumped here?
Yeah, right. All right, what were you going to say?
Oh, it's a stupid question. I love how Kenny's just like, before you guys talk about something stupid, let me talk about the game real quick.
Well, I just wanted it was their ball. Now it's not.
So it was BYOT today, Kenny. It was bring your own tuna. Okay. Am I a jerk for heating it up in Coop's house? I think the answer is yes.
I would say you probably never want to heat tuna.
They alley-ooped the white guy. Oh, Lordy.
Are you calling it? Is that game over?
It's not good. I'm tired of this grandpa.
There's Dalen. We're back in it. We are back in it.
Let's do that, man. Come on, boyos. Come on. Oh, that's a foul. For the love of... Okay, thank goodness. Oh, I feel like a lot's happening right now, Kitty. This turned into I feel like it was a track meet and then nothing for 5 minutes and now it's a track meet again.
Yeah. Game's kind of...
Feathers is back. Yeah, Feathers. You can't leave again. That's why we're losing, because you were gone.
Yeah, has to be. Hey, Feathers had some Skyline today. I saw a Snapchat.
Oh, I know. I'm so jealous.
Every Sunday, I know that's what he does.
Skyline
Come
Sundays.
on, Davey on. Davey off.
Yeah, Davey was off there. I don't like this at all. Oh, I don't know if anything can make this better than some hot tuna.
The chicken of the sea or something.
Chicken of the sea. People forget that.
I think it's more like the pigeon of the sea.
Oh, come on, Kenny.
The pigeon of the sea.
Unless you're talking about sushi grade tuna.
Now that's some good stuff.
That's a different conversation entirely.
A tuna fillet? Whew.
Tuna fillet.
Right to the tuna my own drummer, or whatever they say that.
You're good.
The tuna my own drum. Got a rebound.
There's a fish on a drum. Give me a foul.
Damn.
I say let Dalen cook, man. I feel like Dalen's been our most efficient person with the ball.
Have a safe flight, Ahmad.
Ahmad's flying?
It's going through TSA. I don't think so, unless he's just checking it out.
I think that's what TSA stands for, yeah. Okay, Trey's cooking. 10 points for Trey.
Checking it out.
Lunch tray.
Lunch tray. Let's get some tuna.
Tuna tray.
Tuna tray. Gabe Goliath in the building.
Hey, wasn't that Jim's nickname?
Gabe Goliath?
Or no,
Tuna. Oh, Tuna from The Office, yeah. And Andy walks in, he's like, you're probably sick of tuna. You probably have tuna every night.
Yeah. What's up, Tuna?
What's up, Tuna? Big.
What's up, C-SPAN? I don't know if you remember that one.
I do remember that one. I remember everything from The Office. I doubt there's an Office reference that I won't remember. Not the brag, of course.
You know where my fridge is from?
Your fridge?
Yeah.
Advanced refrigeration?
Absolutely.
Well, I work here, Bob.
Advanced refrigeration. Coop Ledford, Roll Blob Podcast. Fun with Feathers has a big announcement at halftime, or is he saying that we have a big announcement at halftime?
I mean, either way, there's going to be a big announcement at halftime.
Ian, if you have an announcement, send it in the chat, and we will be happy to announce it here on the Roll Blob Podcast virtual watch party live stream against number 7 Marquette, brought to you by Simple Hobbies.
That was well said, my friend. Paula commented mayonnaise, and I could not agree more.
What are we talking about?
I don't know, but she commented mayonnaise.
Let's read back. Oh, probably. Can y'all discuss your favorite condiment to put on a sandwich?
Ooh.
Probably always practice safe lunch and condimentize.
Condimentize, yeah.
It depends on the sandwich.
Yeah, there's a lot of sandwiches out there. You can't go wrong with mayo, though.
Well, if it's a PB&J sandwich, I'm not putting mayo on it.
No. So my last night for dinner, my mother-in-law made a what is it called? Bottom round roast a bottom round roast in the crock pot. And today I was having leftovers, made myself a sandwich, and I put some pub cheese on it.
Oh,
and just like spread it on like a mayonnaise, but obviously a cheese with some horseradish, and boy was it good. Boy was it good.
Man, the Freezes don't play with their food,
dude.
Man.
They do not, bro. It is different up there, man.
I'd be ashamed to tell you what I've ate this week, Kenny.
Chicken and rice.
Man, sometimes I haven't had chicken and rice all week.
You haven't?
Haven't.
What is wrong with you? Are you okay?
Man, yeah.
You want to talk?
Yeah, man.
We'll have to talk later. You didn't want Xavier to win this game?
I mean, apparently.
That's why I'm not eating it.
Oh.
Johnny Blade, we talked about this. It's the tier system. That's why Xavier doesn't get calls. We spent a long time talking about this.
Hey, Tim, what's up?
Timmy.
What's up, Tim? Big time
made
Tim
it.
Jim.
I asked him to hop in the stream today to give us some suggestions.
Thanks for coming on the stream, man. I appreciate it.
Tim Conway, named after Conway, South Carolina, home of Coastal Carolina University, who I mentioned it an hour ago. I'll mention it again. The Coastal Carolina baseball team absolutely destroyed the Cincinnati Bearcats baseball team today. Right. They won by like 20 runs. They were up by like 18.
What's the Coastal Carolina mascot?
The Chants.
Chanticleers.
Chanticleers. It's a mythical rooster, and it is. It is. That's fact. It is.
That's awesome.
They used to be a satellite campus or whatever it's called for South Carolina, so they were the Gamecocks, became their own, didn't want to keep it, so they still wanted the cock, and they made it a mythical one. Gotcha. And a Chanticleer is like from a book.
I wish they just called themselves the Mythical Roosters, though. That sounds cool.
That sounds like an amazing band that plays at college bars.
Hey, Drewski's in the building.
What up, Drewski?
What's up, Drewskis? You gotta ask Drew why these big accounts can't show Xavier any love. I saw this big account that spelled Najee Marshall, Nani Marshall.
Nani.
Insane.
See, I was looking for Drew, and I saw Andrew, and I had to like read it. The whole thing, like, I don't see him.
That's the Ken to Kenny's Kenny.
Yeah, that's the Cooper to the Coop.
Yeah, I don't have one of those.
Capybara.
Yeah, capybara. I just learned what a capybara is, by the way. I didn't know what it was all the time that Kenny was saying it.
Coop got called sicko for streaming NCAA baseball. What about streaming college basketball and the NHL at the same time?
That's less sicko.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's good to go.
I'm trying to get into hockey.
That's kosher. Like a pickle.
I'm really
big pickle guy, by the way.
As Coop knows, I'm a giant Blues fan.
Yeah, thank God, man.
Thank goodness.
Me and Kenny knew each other for like a day, and I'm like, yeah, I'll bet you $100 on it. He's like, all right, let's do it. Made $100 off Kenny Freeze, filled up my gas pump when gas was like $4.30 a gallon. All because Kenny's like, I'm betting on the Blues. They remind me of the Vikings. I'm like, easy money. They won't win shit. It's the Vikings.
Right. Yeah.
How's that Diet Coke, Kenny?
It's gone. I'm just I'm struggling now.
Kenny, have you seen these new Coke cans that they've released?
Coke cans.
It's really stupid, Kenny. It's like some executive was looking at regular Coke cans and was like, I need these to be 15 to 20% bigger than they currently are. I saw Coop had one. I saw one on Instagram. It's like a barely bigger Coke can than normal size. It's really weird.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I was looking for a normal Coke can at the gas station, and that's all they had.
Yeah.
It was a massive can.
Oh, I think, he traveled. Yeah.
Yeah, he walked. He definitely walked. Cap's dad's in the building. What up?
Hey, Cap's dad. I had to text my dad.
I appreciate that. The Sean Miller podcast episode was a lot of fun to make. I had a lot of fun with it.
That was sick. I like to think that having Coop and Cap in attendance helped.
Emotional support.
Yeah.
For sure. I was shaking in my boots before you guys walked in.
Yeah, anytime he was like lacking confidence, he'd look over at me and Coop. We'd give him the wink and the gun, and he was good to go.
That's what Coach K always said. If you need confidence, look at me.
Did he actually?
Yeah, that's a Coach K quote.
That's pretty egotistical, honestly. I'm not a big Coach K guy.
I really don't hate that shot. ESPN Plus. Yeah. There's another team in Cincinnati that plays on ESPN Plus, right?
A lot.
People forget that. Yeah, Drew, I'm talking about the tall boy Diet Cokes, but here's the thing, Drew, they're not even like that tall. It's like Because you know what a tall boy looks like. It's like a tall. It's big. It's like.
Oh,
it's
I
like,
know what
it's
a
like
tall boy looks like.
Kenny's tall.
Yeah, Kenny's a tall boy. We're boys.
We're boys.
He's
and
tall.
we're the new Coke can.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
25% bigger than the average person. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
But he's like 75% bigger. Like that's a tall boy.
Yeah.
If I'm drinking a tall boy, it should be at least like twice as big as a regular can.
Yeah.
It's like 20% bigger.
Yeah. It's like it's a little. Well, it's inflation.
Ooh,
It's
Sean.
just inflation.
Must see TV. Oh, that is fair enough. I'd like to think that they're the same price as they were. Hopefully.
I don't remember. I don't check the price. All I do is swipe.
W. Must be nice.
I don't check the price. All I do is wipe. Are the tall boys less in the
There's a heart.
the heart?
There's a heart in the
like,
way. Yeah. Turn.
in terms of ounces? No, it's more than 12 ounces. I don't remember.
My guess
what
would be
it was.
16.
Probably 16.
It looks like 15, but that'd be a really weird number.
Yeah. Well, it'd be cool.
It would be.
Give me a 15 ouncer.
All right, Kenny. Big 29 seconds here. Count on my second.
29 seconds till the Fun with Feathers announcement.
Marquette has 3 fouls this half. Interesting.
Yeah,
Tears.
there's definitely been some.
Tears.
I don't feel like there's been some questionable calls per se. I feel like there's been some questionable non-calls, mainly
That was
don't
not
benefit
great.
the guys in Navy.
I don't think that was great for us, if I'm being completely honest here.
Yep.
Fuck it. I mean, yeah. Sorry. That was genuinely not on purpose. Cat is hungry.
So Cap does appear as if he is going to heat up that tuna. So thoughts and prayers.
You can tell me that.
Dude,
You
I can
do it.
actually wait. Yeah, I can smell it through the microphone.
Yeah, exactly. So this will be fun.
We need
You're
a
welcome,
bucket.
boys.
We need a bucket here.
Baker's partially to blame, though.
Let's get one more 3. That won't work.
Not
That will
great.
Not work.
Not great.
Sound the
You didn't
alarm.
get it off.
Doesn't
You didn't
count.
get it
Does
off.
not count. All right, 10-point deficit at halftime, 36-26. Kenny, what if there's one thing we can pinpoint? What needs to change besides score more points than them in the second half? What's Xavier need to improve on the most?
I honestly I can't even think right now because I feel like I can actually smell tuna. I'm not even
Hey.
joking. It's just like my mind knows the smell and I'm just thinking about it now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So like Xavier's offense and tuna stinks.
It stinks.
Not very fish. I don't know. That's all I'll think of some more stuff.
You're close.
Efficient.
Efficient.
There.
Efficient. Fish.
Man,
Oh, no,
like
we'll
I'm not
work
even
on it.
joking. I feel like there's something in my house that smells.
I don't even want to know what it might be.
It's so smelly. It went all the way up to Maslin.
I'm
But
telling
I
you,
think
dude.
that
Like
all-
I literally didn't smell it until you started talking about heating up tuna in a microwave.
Oh,
That's
I
so-
smell it.
It's such a distinguishable smell,
And
Kenny. Though, like,
hopefully it is just tuna.
it's such a distinguishable smell. Like it's that strong.
If there's something that smells like tuna that's not tuna, I'm not gonna say it, but you know it's not a good time.
Like cod or something, or
Yeah.
huh? It's weird.
Bad players aside, X can't win when refs just don't call fouls on the other team. 100%.
I would like to stop the presses real quick. We've got a da Which-
Da, da, da,
da da. I was reading it the way I see it,
Yeah.
but I think that all eyes across the nation are turning towards the Fun with Feathers podcast for a big announcement.
Announce it, FWF.
I don't think I've gotten a text yet, but I've also been focused on tuna. Shouts to Jim Halpert.
Well, in the meantime, how about a little halftime individual stats? Cam Jones has 16 points. He's carrying Marquette.
How much tuna is he eating?
Only 2 bench points for Marquette from Ben Gold, who we know why he went there because
Yep.
gold jerseys. Tyler Kolek has 6 points, 4 assists, 3 boards.
He can really read the floor.
Mitchell, yeah, Mitchell has 4 points. Higuodaro has 3. Joplin 5. Trey Green carrying Xavier 10 points. Next closest, Dalen Swain with 6. Davion McKnight does have 4 points though, so I Ahmad, I think it was, said over under 7.5. The over is looking not bad right now.
So just to run back to something with Easter, I received a text message from my mother-in-law that says Easter can never occur before March 22nd or later than April 25th. Easter is celebrated on the first Sunday after the Paschal full moon, which is the first full moon after March 21st. In other words, the first day of spring.
Oh, interesting.
What do you mean the first day of spring?
Yeah, first day of spring. First day of spring isn't for, I mean, like, say 29, carry the 0. Oh man, I'm struggling here. Are we talking 25 days?
25 days.
It's spring now. People forget.
Hey, we've got some great insight from Cap's dad in the chat.
Oh, here we go.
Laguna rhymes with tuna. Poop rhymes with Coop.
Coop does poop. Last I checked.
Yeah.
I don't know if something's changed, but last I heard.
So what? So
yeah.
Ian, what's the deal here? What's your big announcement? I think everybody's kind of waiting with bated breath.
Unless that big announcement is Cooper, Hooper, Pooper, Trooper, Looper, Booper, Youper.
Which it could be. Scooper, hardly knower. That is a hardly knower freaking masterpiece right there.
Scooper? Or
not just that, I'm talking
yeah.
about Fun with Feathers.
Cooper, Hooper, Pooper, Trooper, Looper, Booper, Youper.
It could be that Frito Scoops are elite, not gonna lie. That could be the announcement.
If that's the announcement, I respect it. That's one of the best things you could scoop up like Skyline chili dip with.
Ahmad's on edge. Let's keep that to yourselves. That's not really appropriate.
I bought some,
especially since you're in the airport.
Hey, those TSA agents touch a little different.
Hey, yo, skis. Scholar.
Plane ain't the only thing going up.
Hey, shouts to Paula Mayo. I got that thing on me.
Yeah. What you got in there? Tuna? What's that stuff on top?
Sunflower seeds.
Sunflower seeds.
I didn't heat it up. I couldn't do it. It's not my house.
Do it?
I couldn't do it.
Is it good, bro?
No, not. I mean,
you can heat it up. It's not.
I don't want to. It's just
We can open a window.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You are very accommodating.
It'll be all right.
Are you sure?
I don't have anyone coming over till Tuesday. If it's gone by Tuesday, we're fine.
All right, but what if it's not though? Because that's a risk that
I'm going to her place.
Oh.
I'll be like, oh, my power's out. Oh no.
Or his place.
Hey.
Alternate universe Coop. All right, I'm gonna do it. Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, Kenny, I'm heating it up.
He's heating it up. He's doing it.
He's doing it. This guy's crazy.
So I just don't know if this Fun with Feathers announcement's happening, man.
Doesn't look good, buddy.
I think he's actually gonna hop on the stream for a second.
Oh, okay, that works.
You get a text message?
Let me make sure that I got.
Was there a text message?
I don't know. I think maybe just directly to
The
Kenny.
heck's happening out here. Ahmad, we're going straight out of the bowl. I know Ahmad will be able to get on board with me at this. All function, Ahmad. All protein, baby. Tweet's official.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go. You want me to read it?
Yeah, read it out loud.
I can read. I'm not Tyler Cole.
This is an announcement from Fun with Feathers. Well, I should say from Ian Featherstone that Cap's about to read.
I'm going to do something that Tyler Cole couldn't do. For immediate release, due to a disagreement between producers and directors, does that mean he disagreed with himself? Potentially. Fun with Feathers has been hereby canceled. Thank you to my two guests at TallFreak1018, heard of them, and at Coop Led, also heard of him, for coming on. Thank you to my 17 listeners. Hopefully we learn and grow from here.
So that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Man,
that's gonna
That
is gonna shake up the internet to its very core.
So Kenny, you were the pilot episode. A few months later, I get on there. That was maybe last week, and now it's canceled. So I said something so damning that it cannot continue.
You couldn't even do the Cap episode. Hey!
He's not on yet on that.
I think it was more like he reached the mountaintop too early. You know, like where does he go from there? I don't know. Oh, here he is. Hold on.
Ian, we can hear you. You are not currently yet live to the rest of the viewers. Ladies and
We
gentlemen,
have not came on the stream yet.
momentarily, Ian Featherstone, the former host of Fun with Feathers, may be joining us. It appears as if he will be joining soon.
He just got off. He was on. He got off.
Huh.
That is what Ahmad is doing at the airport right now.
Getting on, getting off.
That's what they call edge these days, edging.
Oh boy.
I bought some Edge shaving cream. I can't wait to
Nice,
try
dude.
that
They do
too.
make good shaving
Yeah.
cream. Yeah, that's a
Ford
quality
Edge.
product.
Edge shaving cream.
Mm.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe I was just a hard act to follow after the Fun with Feathers, and it's like, well, that's a wrap. We can't top this. Can't top it.
Tuna's busting, boys.
Yeah, I don't feel like the smell's any different.
It's really not that bad. I know. I thought it was gonna be worse.
So,
I actually almost got fired from a job for heating up fish one time. That
little known secret: the Cap X34 really has a very small decimal point between the 3 and the 4. Not. Oh, okay. Wow, I shouldn't have read that out loud. Not his GPA. What was your GPA, Cap?
like a 2.8.
At
Solid, dude.
like
Solid.
was that Lakota East?
Lakota West.
W?
No, I don't know if
Okay.
it's okay. He said
Like a solid
West. I mean,
2.7, 2.8.
1.1. He says. Cap's dad throwing some daggers right now.
Oh, get out of here. That's when funny people are like, oh, you went to Xavier? I'm like, dude, I had 2.7 GPA in high
Oh,
school.
it dropped again. Damn.
Somewhere in the 2.7, 2.9 range. But every first quarter, I'd get like a 3.8. And then I'd become sick of school. And then
Yeah.
I'd get like a 2.
I was on honor roll second quarter of my 8th grade year. I had 4 A's and 2 B's.
That's where you
And they gave me that and I hung it in my room. My sister was straight A students all through school. Like
Was
never got a B.
Was that your
So-
first or second year of 8th grade?
That was my second year of 8th grade.
Got it. So you knew all the tests. You just kept everything.
Most of them,
So you-
yeah.
Right.
It's like I remember this from last year. I
You
remember-
came in, just kicked the door in, like, deal with it.
I'm ready to do
Honor
this.
roll.
It was like my COVID year back then. I just didn't. No one knew what that meant yet. It's like I'm the big man. Like I've been doing this.
I was that kid that always got like the most improved award when I would like finally have to like turn around and try.
Oh, that's tough.
Oh,
It's
that's the
like,
worst.
a most improved
The
award.
backhanded compliment.
It's like, yeah, you used to suck,
That's
bro.
a used to suck award.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
it's more of like it's better, but it's not good. You know what I mean?
Not, right.
Yeah,
Still not good.
yeah. But here's an award for it.
He's not completely crapping the bed anymore. Oh, that sucks because my dad was such a big school guy. Like, really strong student.
Cap's dad was
Oh, yeah.
really.
Went to Xavier.
Ah,
Probably
makes
didn't get a
sense.
he probably didn't get a 2.7 in high school if I was going to guess.
It's weird.
Well,
if
what is
you're
a 2
Xavier.
what is a 2.7 factored in for inflation though?
Oh,
Thank you, Kenny.
I would say 3.1
Yeah,
At
minimum.
least.
Might be a 3.3.
because I was a 3.0 in high school. So
You dog.
by now I'm probably a 3.4.
Yeah,
At least.
probably.
Now, how tall is Kenny with inflation?
Oh, dude.
7'6".
Kenny's like 7'6".
Yeah, I mean, if you look back at the, I would assume if you pulled up the old, what's it called? What are those things called that you buy at games? Programs. They probably just
yeah.
automatically, every couple years, they just go up a little, like a quarter of an inch.
Now, Kenny, it was a really big thing. Well, everywhere really, but like at my high school, for instance, high school baseball, they say, how tall are you? How much do you weigh? And then they add about 20 pounds and 4 inches to you.
Oh, man.
4 inches might be a stretch. 2 to
Yeah.
4, depending who you are. But, I'd be listed at like 5'11", and I was probably like 5'8" or 9" back then.
Mhm.
Or you have someone who's 6'0", it's like he's a 6'3", 245-pound pitcher, but he's
Right.
actually 6'0", 170.
Yep.
Right.
Was there ever a time where you were on a team where they asked you your height and weight, and you just tell them, and they just take it for a fact?
No, not really. But I
'Cause
was listed. When I did my summer league stuff, they listed me at 7'2", which was
Wow.
pretty funny because, it was my height was pretty well known at that point. Hold on. I think Ian's getting back in here. Hold on. Lab cam bottom, show on stream. Can you hear us, Ian?
Yeah.
Right.
Can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you.
On the stream for everyone to see.
You are coming on the stream, pal.
I had started on the phone, and the phone didn't seem to be working. So then I tried to log in on my Twitter, and I guess I had the wrong Twitter password, so it locked me out. So I had to reset my Twitter password, and now here we are.
Now here we are.
We made it.
So anyways, as some folks have seen, as some folks have heard, I guess some news was released. Fun with Feathers is done. Dead in the water. Quite frankly, it was a fun experience. I'm incredibly grateful for Cap and Kenny for coming on. Coop and Kenny. Cap was supposed to come on.
He nailed it. You got it.
That's something that I see happening a lot.
Yeah. Well, Cap was supposed to come on. Cap was going to come on until, again, unfortunately, there was a disagreement between some executives at Cap Industries, the producers, about Fun with Feathers. And they wanted it to go one direction. The directors wanted it to go another direction. Working in media, it's tough.
And that's showbiz, baby.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, Fun with Feathers is done. They fired me. No 2 weeks notice, no pension, no benefits. We're done. I got to get a new healthcare provider. Kind of sucks. Whatever. But I'd like to thank everyone who tuned into the first 2 episodes. Again, I'd like to thank the guests. I'd like to thank, even though he didn't come on yet, Cap was also a supporter of it. So I thank all the supporters of it. I thank everyone who was there for the ride. It was a fun time, and we'll see if maybe we try and get into anything in the future. But for now, we're dead. We're sad about it. So we're gonna drink a box of wine and watch Xavier hopefully win this game. Come back in the second half. Anybody?
Yeah,
well,
I'm here for it. It's just kind of weird with the Fun with Feathers things. You mentioned you didn't get a pension or anything. They sent me a check.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, I got paid. They paid me like $2,500. Kenny, did you get that too?
Being the pilot episode and all of that, I tried to tell them that they didn't need to pay me, but they really wanted to, so they went out of their way.
Oh, wait,
it's actually undisclosed. What's that? It was an undisclosed. It was an undisclosed amount. I'm actually legally not allowed to say how much it was.
Well, see, that's so odd because Coop said he got $2,500. If you got $3,000, I had to pay $5,500 to produce the episode.
That's weird. Damn, that's crazy.
Wow.
I can neither confirm nor deny the $3,000 mark.
It's tough. That's showbiz. Coop said it best. That's showbiz. It's a part of being in the industry. You live, you learn, but life goes on. Again, appreciative for the journey. It was a long 4 months of 2 episodes, and I'm just so grateful that we could share this opportunity together.
Ian, that's beautiful. I have 2 requests for you, Ian.
Yep.
I want to hear your NCAA March Madness theme, but I also want to hear your McDonald's theme song as well. I want to hear how the difference is, if that's okay.
No, absolutely. And honestly, it's a lot of, and I had texted earlier, it really comes down to you got to strategically place the buzz and the does. Mm-hmm. And you can go ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da, you can go ba-da-ba-da. The world is your oyster. It's all just on your delivery and how you want the buzz and the does to flow.
Big buzz and does guy.
So I'll leave you all with this. We'll start McDonald's. We're going to go ba-da-ba-ba-da.
Okay.
Duh.
Loving it.
Right.
We're leaving that duh hanging. And then March Madness. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
And then you hear Ian Eagle right there, man.
Hey, go X. Let's get a big second half going. Love you, boys. Rip Fun with Feathers.
Love you.
See you later, man.
Man, it's just also crazy that Stormtrooper cost $3,000.
Right.
What a random number.
I really, really didn't want to bring that up with him on the stream. That might have caused a rift.
Yeah.
Right.
That might do it. I love that. See, he said Fun with Feathers is dead, but that was Fun with Feathers.
That was Fun with Feathers. The podcast. Who has the naming rights? I might start that back up.
I know.
What is that? They're doing the little squats.
Basketball. Oh, they're slapping the floor. Shouts to Wojo. It's a Wojo thing.
Oh,
Paying homage.
Dude, they are all over Quincy, man. He can't see the rim for a second.
Ooh. Get down, baby.
Nice.
Go ahead, get down.
Here we go.
Collect ball.
Predicting the regions of where teams are going to go is ridiculous.
Oh, so stupid. Fool's errand. Unless you're like the number 1 overall seed.
Well, yeah, but it's just kind of weird.
Super dumb.
Come on. Watch your back. Watch your back.
Okay,
Come
cue
on,
ball.
Quincy, we need that.
Ah,
Tough.
didn't love it. But we're still only down 8 points, though. Like it feels like it could be 15 right now.
Oh, it does. Basketball is a game of runs, they say. Really, baseball is.
I was
Because
playing a
that's
game
what
of
they.
runs last night.
I don't even. What'd you eat? Tuna?
It was bad. Tuna.
Amir Abdur-Rahim. I hope I pronounced that right.
Yeah.
Who is Kennesaw State's coach last year, just won the American regular season title with South Florida. South Florida's great. I watched them a little bit earlier. Next to Paul
Oh, that you meant like
Coach.
the region.
It's weird because USF's in Tampa, and to me, that is not South Florida. There's a
It's in Tampa.
Every time I hear somebody bring up South Florida, it makes me think of the Key and Peele sketch when they're doing the names. You know, they're doing like the names for the All-Star game.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't remember the guy's name, but he says South Florida.
South Florida. Yeah.
Hinkle Crinkleberry. Penn State.
And I do hope that Jake Diebler is Ohio State's permanent coach. I don't think he will be, but
I agree. He's good, though.
he is good.
I've learned today, like I thought Kenny liked skit humor, but today I've learned it's higher than I even would have thought.
Oh yeah,
Which I can get down with. I love skit humor.
dude, get the ball in. Oh,
That's important.
I'm all about
Also
it.
Get to balling.
What would you say is your favorite skit of all time? Or like what's the first one that comes to mind?
Boo. Man,
Come on, Abooski.
shit.
Aboo is a stat pattern, baby.
Matt Foley is the one that would come to mind, but
Classic.
man, I don't know.
Matt Foley's an all-time.
Just getting big boyed right now.
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying to think. I mean, a lot of those, the Will Ferrell one when he's doing the fraternity thing with Hambone. You know what I'm talking about?
Walk. I don't remember that.
I should know that one.
He's just like, oh my gosh, man, it's so funny. He's on Weekend
I've seen
Update.
a lot of Will Ferrell ones.
He's on Weekend Update, and he just keeps trying to give. I can't remember who it was. Who was the?
His Celebrity Jeopardy's fire too.
Yeah. Oh, Celebrity
With Burt
Jeopardy's
Reynolds and
great.
stuff.
Oh yeah. And then have you seen the one when Will Ferrell's the devil playing the guitar?
Oh, of course.
That one's
Classic.
great. It's a Fender.
I need to catch up on those. I need to watch those again.
We should do a splurge.
I'm down for that.
Maybe now. Remember I said it felt like 15?
Now I will say Paula does bring up a good point. Some of the Key and Peele stuff, even though it's newer, but it is him, Key and Peele, and Tim Robinson.
Tim Robinson's a goat.
Amazing.
55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 pies, 100 Diet
Dude.
Cokes.
When you were quoting that Ghost one the other day, Kenny, I was like cracking up with that for like 2 days straight.
Oh my gosh, man.
That one is so
Do
funny.
any of these?
Do any?
I
I'm
don't
not
want to
trying to
make
have
it.
anyone have their
even-
worst day on the job.
I just want to know.
Do any.
So Cap's dad asks, which of the Big East bubble teams do you think are most likely to get in the dance? Seton Hall, St. John's, Butler, Providence, Villanova, or UConn?
Providence.
I don't think UConn makes it.
Yeah.
I think probably Providence, and I'm saying St. John's.
Yeah, I agree 100% with
I would
those.
put Providence at the very top of the list.
I think Butler's close.
I think that Seton Hall's not in terrible shape.
Villanova, I don't
I
see a
don't
route
think
for
so.
Nova.
I think Butler
How
has
crazy.
about the same chance of making the tournament that Xavier does right now.
I concur. Which makes me happy because Yuli's been on one lately. Attaboy, Davion. Yeah, UConn's got a tough road ahead.
There we go, Davion.
Yeah, we can say whatever the hell we want.
And thank goodness, because it's quickly a 16-point deficit now.
I wish I had said that it felt like 15.
We're just gonna have to throw After Dark up here on the top, and we can say whatever the hell we want.
We want.
Seton Hall, third in the Big East, actually blows my mind.
That does. I agree, Paul. I think Seton Hall is in pretty good shape.
Yeah,
They don't feel like third.
no.
Yeah,
I
they
would've-
don't. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, Yuli sucks. He's
Dude,
the
hey,
one.
Coop, you know how you made that one it's the pinned tweet on Roll Blob with all the different comments.
Yeah,
You should make another one for this one and just have the screw Yuli tweet.
yeah.
Screw-
And that's it.
That's the only one that pops up.
yeah,
Hey,
no sound, nothing. Just like it just pops up like 45 times.
Yeah.
Just everywhere.
Yeah, if anyone else wants to type that in the chat for
Mhm.
the video, I
Yep.
can work on it.
Mhm.
Maybe someone can, not me, but someone else can make that,
I like that.
and I can if Xavier beats Butler, when Xavier beats Butler here in a couple weeks,
That would be funny.
that could be a good tweet
That'd be
for
funny.
someone.
Hey, my dad's right though. St. John's in the Big East tournament at Madison Square Garden could get dangerous.
Oh yeah,
Dang.
with the hype they have, I like seeing St. John's good. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's good for the league,
And
especially.
Patino,
but,
like
It's
yeah.
good
If
for
Patino
college
would-
basketball, man. St. John's is such a storied program. It's the same thing with
Dude,
Georgetown. When they're
Georgetown,
good, like
yeah.
they're brands that can push a national level of
dude,
Oh yeah.
credit for the sport.
if St. John's gets rolling with Patino at the helm, they will be on national TV all the time.
Oh yeah.
All the time.
I mean, they've already had some games on Big Fox, like
Right.
several primetime.
But I mean, you get them ranked, and they will be everywhere. And man, dude, I was thinking this the other day, and I hate to thank you for that tuna, by the way. That was freaking fire. That was so good. I was starving. But like, dude, UConn has raised the national prominence of this league
Oh my God.
so much.
Adding UConn to the Big
Oh
East,
my
re-adding
God.
them.
Like,
Yeah.
we were in good shape before UConn. I think we would have been fine without
Oh
UConn.
yeah.
But they have just been huge.
Add
I mean, to get like game day at UConn and all that kind of
a
stuff.
game
like,
day for a Big East school is with the contracts and stuff that ESPN has
Dude.
with like the SEC and all the other ones, and the Big East being only on Fox Sports and CBS.
you know, the execs were like, "Oh, do we have to?"
Yeah, but it's
But
cool.
they forced their hand. Like,
Yeah, it's
UConn's
cool.
been that good, you can't ignore them. They have a real chance to go back to back this year. I would say they're my favorite to win the championship.
Yeah,
I think they're the pretty clear favorite.
I think they're overall better than Purdue.
Who's the
or
second best team? Purdue.
Houston. I would say Houston.
I don't think you're scared of really anybody other than maybe UConn.
I think UConn is by far and away the best team.
I think there's a UConn tier and then like a Purdue Houston tier and then a big drop off, in my opinion.
John, have you ever been to Hingle before?
Ooh.
Try the water, if you can.
I was just gonna say I hope the tickets were cheap.
My dad asked about Shaheen Holloway. I think Shaheen Holloway's a fine coach. He's also super young. So
I think that
it's a little.
I think sometimes in the huddle, he kind of like when they do the huddle talks and they show him on TV, sometimes it feels like he's a little bit outside of his element, but it could just be inexperience. And,
Yeah.
I think that, obviously getting the opportunity to coach a team like that at such a young age gives you a huge advantage later in your career.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, how old is Holloway? Do we know?
I mean, he's got to be late 30s, early 40s, probably.
Kim English for Providence is only 35.
35,
super.
right.
He just became eligible to be president.
That's a good point.
John,
Shots to
some
the
advice I would have for
yeah.
you is close the door behind you because it's a barn.
And congrats on getting married, John. He said my newly married wife. So I'm assuming that's to you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, how did he get that emoji? Look at that.
I know. It looks like Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, something like that. Or like Bob the tomato if he got stung by a bee. Maybe.
Yeah.
I can't tell.
That's a good description. Ah, Trey. That was actually a pretty good looking jumper.
Keep it up
Okay.
there.
Oh,
All
I'm
Yeah.
I'm
Going
going
to the ladder
I want
ball.
the refs to earn their paycheck.
Yeah.
right, we might be in turn the score off mode here.
Yeah. Might be one of those days.
Mean,
Down 18 points, 16 minutes left
Mean
in regulation.
mean sunset right now, fellas.
I hate when announcers will say like how much time's left and then end with in regulation.
Like, as
It's like,
opposed to what?
You think there's going to be a tie?
Yeah, get
like
the heck out of here.
you think this is going to overtime?
We could.
Be like it's 68-60 with 2 minutes left in regulation.
Oh, thank you for that distinction. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. It could go to 6 overtimes. Shouts to UConn and Syracuse.
Best game of all time.
One of the best games of all time for sure. Gun to your head, Coop. I mean, gun to your head. What's your favorite college basketball game of all time?
That's it.
That one?
Yeah, I remember watching that when I was probably maybe like 8th grade, freshman in high school.
That
Maybe.
game was nuts.
But
I think I fell asleep on the 4th overtime when I was like up.
yeah, I stayed up and watched that one.
Yeah.
That one was.
Do you-
Yeah, I love that game.
Do you want to hear a game that I love but I hate now? Remember the Carrier game where they played like the Michigan State?
Yeah.
And it
on
was
the
dope.
Ship. Yeah.
I think maybe in my subconscious mind I was like, wow, the Navy's kind of cool.
Maybe that's what did it.
Maybe.
Like, I'm going to join the Navy.
That looks fun.
I'm going to watch.
They watch
Michigan
basketball
State.
on ships.
Yeah.
No, they don't do that. I was there for 5 years, not once.
Yeah. That's a
Not
rip off.
I don't know.
That why you got out?
That's why I got out.
Yeah.
Have Xavier play on the Carrier, I get out.
Carrier Dome. Is that why you thought of that? Because Syracuse
It's gotta
Carrier.
be. It's gotta be it.
Fun fact about the Carrier Dome, it's not called that anymore. And I don't know if they changed this, but Carrier is the nation's biggest air conditioning company. The Carrier Dome did not have air conditioning.
Carrier.
Now that
And
is a fact that I think people should know. That's a conspiracy that's a Coopspiracy if I've ever heard one.
That is a conspiracy.
yes. Also, big ripoff. I was at the Schottenstein Center
The shot.
at the Ohio State
Ah.
University, and it seats about 19,000. And I was thinking, okay, compared it to other college basketball arenas, how big is it? And it is top 5, but number 1 is the Carrier Dome, which is not fair because it's their football stadium too, and the court is only there, and they close off like 60% of the arena of the stadium for basketball. So the actual biggest is Rupp, I believe. So
That makes sense.
We've got a final. Coastal Carolina 25, Cincinnati 2.
let's go. A 23-run win
Not
for
terrible.
the Shants. I'm going to go get my Coastal hat.
We should.
Start
I'm
acting
here
up.
for that. We're not gonna read that text either.
Yeah. I like that, though.
That's pretty solid.
Put it in the drafts.
In the draft. And my brother made money doing what?
Doing
Said they
what?
film movies on ships. Oh yeah. Oh, I made money doing that. Yeah. What the hell's going on?
Basketball at some level.
Yeah, John, it is a historic dump. You're right. I took a historic dump yesterday, actually.
It's great to hear.
I took a Hinkle yesterday.
Paula says she thinks Miller's first year at Arizona was 16-14. That's interesting.
Oh, well, yeah. That could be right. He took my boy Kevin Parham.
Did do that.
What's
And
that?
and what's his face?
Cairo
big mistake.
Nagasco.
Kirill.
Correct. That was how my 13-year-old brain spelled it.
Looks like the neighborhood kids are outside screaming.
Unacceptable. They better be chopping down some trees.
Go inside, play with an iPad. Come
The
on.
youths.
Give it the times. It's a tough day to be a tree today, by the way, Coop.
I don't. Yeah, what is there?
Miserable day to be a tree.
Yeah, 20-point.
We've shot
Man.
2 free throws and we're 0 for 2.
They don't call fouls, man. They're not calling fouls.
That is not great. Oh, Desmond. Oh, boy.
Yeah, Xavier is pulling a Valentine's Day, 2 of 14 from deep today.
That was very slick. Very slick. buddy.
2 of 14.
Yes.
Holy smokes, man.
I'm not a math guy. I don't know what percentage that is, but ESPN does. 14.3.
I don't like that.
They're okay. They've given up. Xavier's given up.
I think we're officially in commisery mode, boys.
23-point deficit, which is how much Coastal Carolina beat UC by today.
Will Xavier lose by less than UC in baseball?
I have been
Now
hearing
that-
I have been hearing that UC is a baseball school.
At this
That's what they
point,
say.
they've got to be.
What else could they have at this point?
Benadryl?
They do have Benadryl. Come on, Trey. Not great.
I'm turning the score
Thank you
off,
for
boys.
the kind words, Ahmad.
So, yeah, thank you, Ahmad. Appreciate that. So, Kenny, I think we're at the point now where we need to start talking like the B story of this stream. Because the game was the A story, and I don't think the A story is going so hot. Like other topics, a boo with the Jordan Crawford-esque lay there. I want to know what commiserating means.
I don't know. I've never heard.
I don't know what it means. I could guess.
Catastrophize is a word I just learned.
Catastrophize? Something like
Or
that?
something.
That sounds right, but it's not right.
Yeah,
I know what you're trying to say though.
I heard it and I tried to say it, but
Words with cap and cap.
yeah, words aren't my thing, man. I'm more of a vibe.
We have a podcast. The words are not my thing.
Yeah, Kenny, we need to get Wyatt Link back on a podcast sometimes because I need to expand my vocabulary.
Yep, that is true. He does that for basically everybody he knows, I think.
It sounds like it. I mean,
He's always got the $50 words, you know.
Yeah.
oh yeah, probably a master at words with friends. He's probably playing like 11-letter Wordle.
Yeah, that's impressive. Amon said this is so annoying. Is that about the stream or the game?
Probably the stream.
Yeah.
What else, man? What else is going
Chris
on?
Middleton?
What else is going on in the world?
I could talk about stocks or real estate.
Yeah, I talk about real estate.
Yeah.
Anyone need a house in Mount Healthy, Ohio? Let me know.
Free real estate.
It's free real estate. Actually, it's $190,000, but I have a house for sale if anyone wants one.
Pretty real. Hey, just do like another 80 podcasts with feathers and you're there though.
True.
Right.
Yeah, true. Ahmad, let's talk real estate. How are your units coming?
Storage units?
Ahmad is a unit.
He is a unit, dude. That's certified. I knew someone in real life that knew Ahmad.
Hey, Ahmad's
Let's go.
name backwards. First name backwards is Damha.
Okay.
Damha.
Damn.
Damn. That sounds a little provocative.
Ahmad, I don't know if you ever knew your first name backwards, but now you do.
I'd like to think most people know their name backwards.
Mine's Pook. Yours is Pack.
It's really
Ken's is Neck. Just
repook.
Ken. Repook. Repuke.
That was actually my I can't remember when it was. I think, did you guys ever play RuneScape?
Oh, man,
yes.
that's a word I haven't heard in a long
Let's
time.
gas me up.
Yeah. So when I used to play RuneScape, my name was Yannick32.
Yannick.
I love that.
Not Yannick 23?
Nope. Couldn't. I didn't have the mental capacity at that point to reverse the 32.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, Bob spelled backwards is fucking crazy.
Wow, that's weird. Yeah, I like how he capitalized
Yeah,
that.
I know. I know.
And Oso spelled backwards is still Oso.
Yeah,
Oso Ighodaro.
you're right.
I can't believe I can believe someone else has spelled Ahmad's name backwards, but
I think he's been on Earth long enough for that.
when I used to say my name, people used to think I was saying I'm odd. That's funny.
Not really that true though. I mean, he's a pretty normal guy.
It's pretty even.
Yeah, he's a pretty even dude. Yeah, what's not even is Trey.
What's your guys' least favorite names? Haley.
Jesus. Oh shit.
I feel
That
like
was funny.
I feel like I'm missing something there, but
I
I'm
did
just gonna
not
let
see
it
that
go.
coming. Yeah. No hesitation whatsoever. I'll text you, Kenny. Oh, that was hilarious. Oh man.
That was quick.
Quick. You're a quick one.
57-39. With 12:33 left in regulation. Basketball is a game of runs, though.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh.
It really
Not
looks like
fun.
it looks like basketball's a game of rebounding, honestly.
That's important too.
Yeah, that it is.
Hey,
No, Xavier is out rebounding Marquette today, 31-26.
how many offensive rebounds does Marquette have?
Just 6. Xavier has 11. Xavier has had
Wow.
some good
Listen,
offensive
listen,
rebounds. They just have
yeah.
not converted into points.
Right, but I think probably at least half of those rebounds came from 2 possessions with Abu.
No, yeah, that's exactly right. Because right after one of those possessions, they put the graphic up on the screen, and that's when I realized something was up.
Yeah, Chad's a brutal name. Shouts to Gabe. Chad's a
I mean,
rough name.
how do you even say Chad backwards? Dak?
The hack.
Dak.
The hack is going on
Doc.
here. Also, Marquette backwards. Well, now it's off the screen. It's Etik Arum. But Kenny and I were discussing previously today how weird of a word Marquette is. Because to me, it sounds like it should be the French word for market.
Yeah.
But it is not. I can speak a little bit of French, but it sounds like Marquette. It'd be like, je suis allé à Marquette avec Cap aujourd'hui. But that's not it. It's just, I don't know what it means. But there's also a city in Michigan called Marquette. Marquette is not in Marquette, Michigan. It's in Milwaukee. With the same script as Milwaukee Tools. Make it make sense.
I like to think that there's somebody who's wondering how the game is going and they had work obligations and they tune into the stream and we're talking about Marquette being a French word for market. And they're like, oh, not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
Ahmad, oui, j'ai parlé français un petit peu.
Wow.
Sounds legit to me. Ahmad, my current
Good to
COD
go.
lineup, my current COD loadout is the Cat AMR and the HRM10 SMG.
Talking about cars.
Sounds like it to me. It's all Greek. That's all French to me.
So you're good. You understood it.
I didn't know Ahmad spoke French.
Yeah, we call it. I just call it the hammer. It's nice and easy. It's a good gun. But there's a new what's it called? The XRL Stalker or something like that. It's a new sniper rifle that you can build out like the Car 98. That's supposed to be really good.
If Lebanon's second language is French, that's actually wild. Because I learned French in Lebanon, Ohio.
Might have to start calling it Lebanon, Ohio.
The news does when they're saying the weather.
Do they?
Yeah, there's like Cap and I were talking about this not too long ago about how there's a bunch of European names or whatever for cities. Lebanon's not in Europe, but
In Kentucky.
But like Versailles,
Paris, Versailles.
but they're like that's Versailles. Bellefontaine's like that's Bellefontaine.
Bellefontaine.
What's the other one? Verona's.
And they put them in the
but
worst place in the world.
They're just like the most run down, redneck, rural places in the like that you can find, and it's like Berlin is like the name of the city, and it's just
What the heck was that?
There's like $2 generals and a UDF, and that's it.
I remember like kind of arguing with a person who lived in Kentucky about how to pronounce Versailles. They're like, oh yeah, Versailles. I was like, it's Versailles, but
Yeah,
and they're like, no, it's Versailles.
I live in Versailles.
I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna argue with you, but okay.
Ahmad, my favorite COD map is probably Shoot House. From the newer games, I would say. I mean, it depends on what I'm trying to do. For like camo grinding, Shipment obviously is the best, but Shoot House is one of my favorite maps. But then, let's see, how hard will it be to come back for Drum to come back from latest injury?
Who's Ty Ahmed?
Man, the thing about coming back from the injury, I think, is more of a it's more of a feel question. Like, well, how long will it take him to get just like the feel for the game back? Because like, obviously getting in shape and things like that, that's more of just like a mentality. As long as he has that good mental state where he's wanting to do it, that part of it's easy. The part of it that's tough to get back is having actual game experience. And like, you can play open gym, you can practice, you can do all those things, but there's nothing that you're going to get that's going to feel like a game until you actually get back into a game. So that's going to be the hardest part for him, I would think.
Are you saying it's about 23? Mm-hmm. Down 22. All right, Kenny. UC lost by 23 in baseball. We're only down by 22. That's the game I'm playing at this point.
Okay.
Can we lose by less than UC lost in baseball?
Do I get the coastal hat out?
I say we run it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pro coastal hat. Do I get the coastal hat out?
I guess I'm doing it.
That's an obvious question.
Yeah, there's still 11 minutes left. This is like, this game is actually putting me to sleep.
Insane. I know. This is Kenny. We've had so many streams where we've had to like figure it out and find content to talk about. This might be like the toughest one so far of like how long this game has taken and how and I don't know about you, Kenny. I have a little bit of Xavier fatigue this season. Like this season has been obviously we've done a lot of work and it's like this season is obviously not gone super great. But it's just like and like the negativity around the community and stuff. Nice hat, by the way.
Fatigue in French is fatigue.
Wow.
Anyway.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's tired, but
you didn't have to talk about my dad like that.
Cap's dad, my toughest injury probably I mean, my injuries in my career weren't really that bad. I mean, I had I broke my wrist in high school. I was out for like 6 weeks. But that was probably the toughest one that I had to deal with.
Yeah. Can we talk about that?
Huh?
That's not actually how it happened, is it?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We don't need to talk about it on the stream.
No, we do not. We'll talk about it over some Skyline. Oh my goodness.
John, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Xavier's fans have just always been, I mean, like, when I was playing, there was always people that were angry about something that I was doing on the court or off the court or whatever it was. But in general, like just looking back on my career, when I go back down to Xavier, everything's super positive and, but it's awesome to hear that.
That's awesome.
Probably, Ahmad, just because the foot injury is enough. Foot injuries can end careers, even very minor ones, because they can just stick around forever.
Also, shout out John Carter Music in the Twitter chat.
What's he talking about? I love John Carter.
Abu gets 39 rebounds off his own miss.
That's not wrong.
Boone for Swain to miss free throws. Kachi gets a dunk.
Dude, John Carter's the guy, though. I love that guy.
If anyone's confused, like, there's a chat on Twitter and YouTube. So if you hear us saying names and you're like, I don't see them, that's why. Different app or website, depending on what device you're using.
Shouts to Elon.
Different app.
I love apps. What's your favorite app? I'm a big Loaded Fries guy.
Buffalo Chicken Dip.
If
it's available.
That's a great app.
Potato skin.
You guys are asking the tough questions now.
Those are tough questions. Love
I'm a big fried pickle guy.
Oh,
I love fried pickles.
With the sauce. What is that? Hollandaise or something like that?
Like the whites. It's like a ranch, but it's not.
Yeah, it's like a Chipotle ranch or something like that. Yeah.
Are you more of a fried pickle chip? Fried pickles. What's the word?
Yeah, no, the chips. The chips. I like them to be crunchy.
I agree. And there's also this wing place called Shooters, and they've got fried pickle.
Did he win or lose?
Fries. Shooter McGavin.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the wrestler.
Oh, that was Cooter.
Oh, that was Cooter. That's right. There's a big shot. Oh,
that was
they're going for 69 right now.
It was a little bit. Oh,
I might say that was that bad.
What other
apps?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
You've got mozzarella sticks.
Mozzarella sticks, yeah.
Mozzarella sticks are good. I generally like to get some nacho, like a pulled pork nachos.
Nachos are freaking awesome. I got a good question, and we're done with this. By the way.
Jalapeno poppers.
Jalapeno
Jalapeno
poppers
poppers are
solid.
S tier for sure.
Spinach artichoke.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just some chips and dip
You
sometimes.
can't have it
man.
wrong with chips. And
Queso or salsa.
Queso is where it's
Yeah,
my
queso's
brother-in-law
elite.
for the what was it? It may have just been for I can't. Oh, we made just like a bunch of like wings and stuff, and he made this queso dip with spicy sausage, and it was so good.
They don't play, dude.
That sounds, man.
The Freezes do not play.
Yeah, you guys just.
Xavier Royer, you are a sicko, and I love it. He's excited to be nationally invited again. Is Xavier even in the NIT conversation right now? I mean, I'm sure we're in the conversation, but I think we'd be out.
I don't really know what the qualifications are.
Yeah, if it was to happen today, I feel like we'd probably be out.
You have to be. Don't you have to be over 500 to make the NIT? I think that's true. Because
Xavier
Ohio State.
Xavier should end over 500.
I think they should, but
It's not a guarantee at this point.
I mean, they're probably going to end. They're probably going to end 16 and 15.
Habanero poppers. Dad, our neighbor had habanero poppers at 2 a.m.
that's what they call it these days.
Yeah, that's what they say. All right, here's my next question, Kenny.
Their mascot is an eagle, and he's not even golden.
Dude, that is so stupid.
Maybe it's just
Hey,
like a
they got
gold.
68
Maybe it's just like a
that's
golden
big.
personality.
Unreal. Would Xavier qualify for the C? Does the CBI still exist anymore? I think it does.
I think it does.
I think I saw
You
it.
can't watch it
Dude, these Subway cookies look so freaking good, dude. We're not sponsored by Subway, by the way.
yet.
But insert advertisement here. All right. Speaking of restaurants and what they bring out at the beginning, Kenny, what restaurant has your favorite bread that they bring out complimentary?
Ooh.
I think there's a correct answer.
I would guess that it's probably not. You wouldn't. I mean, it's a restaurant that is in my hometown, so it's not a chain.
It's like some local joint. That's
yeah,
correct.
that is what it is.
Ben's Pizzeria.
Yeah.
It's a place. It's a place called Bender's.
What
It's
is it?
incredible. Bender's. Maybe when you guys are in town, I'll take you to Bender's. It's a historic restaurant.
Dude, I'm always down for a bender.
At Bender's. Yeah.
and historic restaurant.
Okay. My answer would be, it's not necessarily the bread, it's what you can put on it. Texas Roadhouse rolls.
Oh,
with that
phenomenal.
what's that butter?
That's sweet butter.
Yeah.
I don't
yeah.
mean to cut you off here, but Paula brings up Red Lobster cheddar biscuits.
That was
And
going to be what I said. Was the correct answer.
I'm gonna change my answer to that.
That was my correct answer when I brought up the question. Cheesecake Factory bread, also elite, but I don't think anything tops the cheddar biscuits, man.
I'm still
Those cheddar
going
biscuits
Texas
are
Roadhouse with that butter, man.
It's like a
tastes like home.
sugar butter or something.
Yeah, I can't
Really
remember
good.
like a cinnamony,
Yeah,
like
Brown
cinnamon
sugar,
sugar.
cinnamon,
Who needs dessert when we have that
cinnamony.
Cincinnati.
It's so freaking good, dude.
There's no synonyms for cinnamon.
Yeah, I think Royer has the right answer here. You're never wrong with free bread. I'm a big Outback Steakhouse bread guy.
Hey, yesterday Cap pulled up wearing a hoodie or a sweatshirt with ducks on it that said, "Let's get this bread."
It's true. It's a great shirt. It's a great shirt. Shouts to
Dude,
my boy Tim. Gave it to me as a gift.
The greatest shirt that I own is a and Cap, you've actually seen it. I was wearing it for the pig roast last year. It's just like a little cartoon version of Matt Foley.
Yeah.
It's the greatest. I'm telling you, it's from the Chive. I don't know.
Yeah.
Chive TV?
I don't know what it, but the
old
website is
website,
just
right?
the Chivery,
Yeah.
I think is the website. But they have just like a bunch of Chris Farley shirts, and that shirt, I've never worn a shirt that I've been stopped by more people to be like, "Where'd you get that shirt?"
That is an elite shirt, dude.
Oh yeah,
That outfit is so iconic of Matt Foley, dude. Matt Foley's an icon.
Those are the worst shirts. Not that Marquette student section's wearing. Marquette basketball
With a basketball.
with a basketball on it.
At least they're golden and have a basketball.
Ugh,
I mean, come on.
makes me
Blob,
sick.
Roll Blob merch.
Do they even
Faster
like?
than that.
Do they even like the Golden Eagles though?
It's not even
Yeah, Roll
golden.
Blob.
There's nothing golden
That's
about
not
it.
great. At least they skipped 69, but other than that, not great. All right, so we're down 2 if we're playing the "Are we losing by less than Cincinnati" game.
Cincinnati baseball.
Bradley Colbert signing was 7:30.
Yo.
Hey, yo! Trey with the launch. Bradley Colbert with 7:30 left. We should have
Gas me up.
had Joe and Johnny on tonight's show. Man.
I tried to get Feeney.
Oh, this would be perfect.
I know. He
Oh,
said he's gonna. Feeney said he's in for one of our final 2 streams.
Final 2%.
Speaking of,
Hey yo.
donate to Final 2% if you're able. Let's not be 13 and 14 anymore.
Oh, F&A, God.
Oh, Jets Pizza. Yeah,
Jets
I love
pizza's
that.
delicious. Wait, are we talking about pizza now?
I think so.
What are we talking
In
about?
the chat, it looks like Paula and Alex.
See, I knew my dad would be here for the Outback Steakhouse bread. Elite bread. I get unreasonably excited when free chips and salsa. But I feel bad for the waiter, though, and I feel like I have to tip
Yeah.
extra.
Bring it out.
Because I'm getting like 3 things of bread.
More.
Minimum, I know. Keep that thing coming.
The chips and salsa. Yeah.
Or when you get like an unlimited soup and salad, and it's like, I paid for the unlimited,
Yeah.
but you don't know what you signed up for when I signed up for the unlimited.
That
Like-
TGA Fridays used to have endless apps.
Imagine like Kenny getting like unlimited soup and salad.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I used to have this
Unlimited
friend who
soup
played,
salad
like-
and breadsticks. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
The
it's
breadsticks,
over.
man. You ever had Fazoli's?
Yo, I was just about to
Oh,
bring
yeah.
up
Those
the Zoli's.
breadsticks, dude.
Fazoli's
Fazoli's
is
my
incredible.
love language.
Twice baked ziti from Fazoli's
Yo.
is like
Dude, yeah. Whenever I have twice baked ziti, I'll usually eat a no bake cookie with it to kind of
To
offset
cancel it
the
out.
double bake, so it's a net of 1 bake.
You're a psycho.
got it.
Dude, Fazoli's is my love language.
I
man.
love Fazoli's. Hey, we could
So
go. There's
good.
one in Florence.
I know there's none in Ohio. I feel like, or at least
I
Southwest
think
Ohio.
there's some in Dayton.
Yeah, maybe.
But
Yeah. Get out of here. Trash.
dude, we could make some money opening a Fazoli's in like Beachmont or something.
That would be
dude.
sick, dude.
Fields Erdel.
Dude, I would gain like 800 pounds.
It's
You know how many
good,
breadsticks I would
man.
eat?
The breadsticks. They used to
Oh.
have their own cheesecake there. Then they started serving Cheesecake Factory, but their own cheesecake was better.
delicious. They had like a turtle cheesecake back in the day.
I always just got strawberry, but man, it was good.
Their breadsticks are
I
so
don't-
like greasy. and
Paula
amazing.
and Ahmad. I don't have any contact information for him, but I can probably figure it out.
Ooh, so we're playing celebrations. Yeah, Kevin Fry would be fine. He's interacted quite a bit with Zip 'em Up stuff, so I could reach out to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin Fry would be.
That's
a fun
another
interview.
that's another thing though that I was taught that we can kind of just workshop this while we're talking or while we're on here for the NCAA tournament stream, just kind of trying to line up some people that want to hop on, any like not just like ex players or anything like that, just like fans, anybody that wants to just hop in and
We
hang
should
out
have
for
like one of
half
those
hour or
like
something.
those like fundraising 24-hour marathon type vibes. We should have
Yeah.
one of those, just like a rotating just door of just like
Right.
bring
100
Weez on, like, you know what I mean, just go crazy. That'd be so fun.
Yeah. And the thing is, with the NCAA tournament, it's just so loved by everybody that it doesn't even matter that Xavier's not going to be in it. I'm still going to be
Dude.
watching every game anyway.
Part of me is
Yeah,
excited for that,
100%.
to like be able to like not finally care about the outcome of the game. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just be there to have fun.
Yeah, dude. I'm just planning on so I think number one we'll do we'll get together a roll blob bracket contest, and we'll figure out what the prize for that's going to be. Maybe we can get another roll blob hat made or something like that. And then we do during the stream we can kind of like keep people updated as like who's leading and all that stuff through that would be
Ooh.
the second round, third and fourth day. That would be a lot of fun. I'm
That
really
would be
excited.
A ton of fun.
Get you guys down
Dude.
here for a couple days. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Dude, that setup is so cool too, dude.
Oh man. It's like straight out of Barstool, man. I'm so
It's
excited.
so
Oh,
sick.
for real?
It's
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
it's so
What's the bathroom situation like?
Got a
We're no
bathroom.
bathroom.
You're never more than 10 steps away from a bathroom, Coop.
It's kind of like traveling through the South, dude. You're never more than 5 minutes away from a McDouble. It's like as empty as the country seems.
Yep.
You can get a McDouble in 5 minutes.
there are subways everywhere, too.
Oh, it's insane.
Oh
Who's
my
eating a
God.
spicy Italian in Versailles?
dude. Yeah, we were on the road, dude. Literally, there's a subway everywhere.
What was that town called in Bama you stopped at?
Oh, dude,
Bull
the main
Weevil.
circle's called Bull Weevil Circle, dude.
Bull Weevil.
Oh, we could have
Bull
one
Weevil?
like
Yeah.
Bull Weevil.
Ooh, Weeble. Okay.
Bull Weevil Circle, baby. I was down there in Bull Weevil, Alabama.
Hey,
Roll
tell the
damn
gas station
tide.
name.
Oh, yeah, the gas stations are called Tom Thumb. like Tom has a thumb.
Tom Thumb.
I was gonna work at the Tom Thumb in Bullweevil, Alabama. It's gonna be a good laugh.
That's where Forrest Gump used to work.
In Greenbow, Alabama. Greenbow, Alabama.
He made an SNL appearance.
He did. I'm a
Who
big
did?
Hank guy.
Who is it?
Tom Hanks.
The Forrest Gump skit with Shane Gillis last night.
Oh yeah.
It was like Shane Gillis went to high school with Forrest Gump and didn't hear
That-
about
yeah.
any of this stuff.
Oh,
And this
that's
dude
hilarious.
opened the third best nightclub in the city or whatever.
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
And,
In Tampa.
yeah, and yeah, and then they're like for the most achieved whatever, and he went to grab the award. They're like Forrest Gump's like, you kidding me? And then it's like, well, he won a Purple Heart. He played football at Alabama, and they're like going on and on.
What?
And on.
He did?
Yeah, Forrest Gump did. A movie with no plot, dude. Forrest Gump.
Just a bunch of stuff happens.
The most.
Yeah.
He runs from coast to coast.
Random. Ping pong.
Ping pong. Opens a shrimp company. Just man, what a movie!
Hell of a returner. Devin Hester in his day.
Yeah,
people would say.
Forrest Gump is the OG Devin Hester.
He is. People say that.
And then came Jalen Marshall.
We're struggling down 28.
And there is still 5.5 minutes
So we
left
need at least a 6-point differential from here.
in
If
regulation.
we're gonna beat the
Roll
Cats.
damn Tide.
Roll damn Tide. Yeah, I was bummed passing through Tuscaloosa. You don't see any of the stadium or anything like that.
Really?
Yeah, nothing.
That's whack.
It's not off the highway. It must be like inland or some BS.
Yeah.
Freaking
That's
stadium.
whack.
It is whack, dude. God, Cam Jones is killing us.
Dude, do you
31
think
points,
do you think that Vegas has the best like view of their arena from the highway? Have you seen the pictures of that?
I've
The
passed it.
Vegas
It's awesome.
the Vegas Raiders?
I've passed it.
Oh,
It's
Allegiant
dope.
Stadium.
It's dope.
Like it
It's-
looks so
it's beautiful.
sick.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You might have something there, Kenny. You might have something there. Dude, I want to go to SoFi so bad, though, dude.
Oh, I would
Yeah.
love to
SoFi
go
looks
there.
so
That's
sick.
my sister's name.
I want to go to
So deep.
I want to go to SoFi, but I don't want to deal with the traffic.
That
Yeah,
is also very
that's
true.
fair.
That's also very true.
We could go at 3 a.m. Check
Right.
it out from the outside. Although I hear it rains inside of SoFi. If
A
you sit
foul
in
on a
the
boo.
nosebleeds where like the roof kind of comes in, there's like an opening, and people were like getting their necks wet. Pause.
No.
Hey, yo! They're
Don't
doing
get your
what?
neck wet.
Jeez.
So that's why I really want to go.
Did a boo just
Right.
foul out? I think
I don't know if he-
fouled out.
I don't know if he fouled out, but he definitely ran off the court like he did.
He was not happy.
So he hit,
Yeah.
but he did hit the over though.
There's Chauncey
You're
Chanticleer,
right.
by the way, Kenny. There
Nice.
he is.
Oh.
So yeah, he
Yeah,
fouled
he did
out.
foul out.
I would have
Kenny, you were
figured.
close. You
I
were
would have
close.
figured that Coastal
Come on,
Carolina
you're right.
was like the albatrosses or something. Is albatrosses a word?
What is that? Isn't albatross like a bird or something like that?
It's a bird, yeah, but I don't know if it's pluralized that way.
I thought that was that one prison on an island.
That's Alcatraz.
I thought that was that no, that's Al Pacino.
Yeah. I had one of those from Starbucks today. It was delicious.
An Al Pacino.
Yeah.
Daddy needed. Can you get your Starbucks today?
I didn't actually.
Throw in the damn towel.
So on
think
Sundays
that-
after church, we go to this place called Mary Ann's Donuts, and they have a nitro brew coffee that's
Ooh.
Really?
Dude, I
It's
bet Kenny's got
incredible.
those local spots on point.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Massillon's pretty, man.
I like it, man.
Like,
I like
The
it.
area that he lives is super nice.
You went to Sunday Massillon?
Sunday Massillon, yeah. Actually, the church that I go to is in Canton.
Canton.
Home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Canton.
Speaking
So
of which,
so.
if you guys want to go to the Hall of Fame,
I
let
do
me
want
know.
to.
We should.
I would love that.
That would be
you should do it at a time when you're already going to be here, because I really don't think that it's worth the trip.
Oh really?
Yeah,
There-
I mean, we
there-
got.
The thing is that the Hall of Fame is like, I don't know.
Is it more than a hall?
well,
Eaton Hall.
like they've just never updated it, right? I mean, it's updated inside as far as the information, but like walking through the Football Hall of Fame, like if I had traveled there from like as a Niners fan from San Francisco, I'd be like, why did I make
Oh,
this trip
that
to come to
sucks.
Canton, Ohio?
Yeah.
But I will tell you that they're building like the stuff they're building around it's going to be insane. Like they're putting like a mini amusement park and
Yeah,
a water park and all
understand
this
that.
stuff. But they're like 4 years into development now. So,
Huh.
You ever go to Akron?
yeah.
What's that really popular pizza place, local spot up there? My buddy's from Akron. He talks about it all the time.
Is he a kid from Akron?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know what you're talking about. Hold on, let me just look it up.
Because he tells me it's the best pizza he's had in his entire life.
Really? In Akron, Ohio.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe that. So you can create a ride that just simulates what it's like getting hit. But they should do the Mike Vick experience. Remember that commercial?
No, I don't even.
Oh, dude, that commercial's legendary. Do the Mike Vick experience.
Nothing's
Yeah.
popping out to me as far as what it is, but I know that I've heard of a pizza place in Akron that's really good. I've never had it though.
I will remember it at 4:30 this morning, and I will wake up from a dead sleep and be like, "That's it."
That's it.
I want you to send it in the chat.
Get back on here and
Yeah.
comment
Yep.
at 4:30 a.m. on a YouTube comment. Be like, "Hey, Kenny, it's this." No one will ever see it again.
Right.
Exactly. Oh shoot, man.
Did you see that I was the first comment on your Fun with Feathers
I did.
pod?
I did.
Oh, I
see
saw that was clutch first.
Yeah.
I like that.
Luigi's Pizza.
Nah, more of a Mario guy.
Luigi's
So-
Pizza.
Luigi's, yeah.
Oh,
I have. This is factual. I have a cousin named Luigi, and his brother is named Mario.
get out.
Now I
That's
gotta tell you, Luigi's Pizza, 4.5 stars out of 5. But
Okay, that's
there is
Horrible.
where's it at? I just saw Pierre's Brooklyn Pizza and Deli has a 4.8.
Oh,
Man, Pierre's different.
hey, Pierre, you want to come out here?
Yeah, Brian Fallen. Yeah, Luigi's. Have you had it? In
Yeah.
Akron, Ohio.
Is it the best pizza
I'm
you've ever
tired
eaten
of
in your
this,
life?
Grandpa.
Some say that.
I've heard it said.
Anyone local to Cincinnati in the chat? What's your favorite pizza place?
Sparrow.
Sabaro is it, man. The Liberty Center
That's
Sabaro.
what I'm talking about, baby.
What was
Hey,
the place?
We finally get Big East media passes, Kenny. We are
Yeah.
making a trip. That's our first stop.
Oh,
Is Sparrow.
That's gonna
First stop.
be right. And we're gonna make a full video on it.
We have to, dude. That is gonna be content city.
Kenny, I don't know if you saw it last year whenever I put that thing on
Oh,
Twitter where
sorry.
I said I was driving to the Big East tournament and coming back every day.
Yeah.
And on the itinerary, I listed Eat at Sabaro, and people were pissed because they didn't get the Office reference that Sabaro is like the best
A New
pizza.
York slice.
And someone mentioned Sabaro, like added them on Twitter, and they told me it's like, hey, just so you know, it's the same pizza that you would get in Cincinnati. It's the same recipe. And I'm like, no, it'll be different. It's like eating sweet tea or drinking sweet tea in the South. Even if it's the same, it just tastes different.
Oh,
Right.
God.
And
Right.
then Big East tournament, when they were losing to Marquette, it was the last time Xavier Marquette played. I tweeted, just threw up my Sabaro and added them on Twitter. But
Wait, his joke that he was driving to New York every single day from his house to go to the Big East tournament. And I remember like Wheeze was like, bro, are you serious?
dude,
Yeah.
Weez DM'd me and he's like, hey, dude, you want to ride to New York tomorrow? I'm like, dude, I'm not.
That would have been so cool though.
I thought about it. It was mine and my girl's anniversary that day, or I was like, man, I might go.
Was it like
Yeah.
Paul Frischer? Like, dude, are you serious?
Paul texted me and said, hey, can we get a video of you coming out of Sabaro? I'm like, dude, I'm in my couch in Cincinnati. I'm not doing it.
Dude, you were
You
1
should've
year
just-
short. Hey,
You should have just went to the one in Cincinnati.
Yeah,
Should have just went to the
exactly.
Sabaro in Cincinnati. It'd be like, listen, it's the same recipe.
I actually don't need to go to the Big East tournament
It's a
because
New York
they
slice.
told me it's the same.
Hey,
exact-
that actually would be kind of funny, even if we stay here to go get Sparrow, get a New York slice.
I'm down.
I'm super down.
I know there's one in Kenwood. That's
Yeah.
pretty close to here.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
My dad actually makes a good point. Stone's Lane's pizza
Oh,
is
it slaps.
it is so lax, dude. Like for bowling pizza, it's so
really
good,
good.
dude.
It is.
There
He
was a
makes it
place-
special. He makes
there
like
was a
special
pla-
designs for us. It's It's something.
My favorite in Cincinnati, truthfully, is Italianette, not to be confused with Marquette, which is a word derived from French, is a scale model or rough draft of an unfinished sculpture. So Marquette's unfinished; they'll never win anything.
A Sky Rosa sounds like absolute sicko food, but I'm here for
That's
it.
kind of
Yeah, I have tried one.
that's kind of
Hey,
like
would you eat this?
that's kind of like a golden eagle, right? Like it'll never actually be made.
Yes,
That's why they're the
exactly.
Golden Eagles.
On Marquette.
Oh,
That makes sense. Unfinished will never be real. Marquette Golden Eagles.
Right.
what was that one word in French that my dad is?
Is he tired? Your dad tired?
Yeah, my dad's tired, so he would be what?
He's fatigué.
Yeah.
Fatigué?
Fatigué.
Yeah.
Like fatigue.
Fatigue.
Fatigué.
Oh yeah, I mean I got you. It's not that I don't hear you.
Do you think there's like at Marquette, there's probably like some on campus superstition? Like I went to Bowling Green and there was this rock, and you always had to walk to the right of the rock,
Okay.
or else you'd fail your classes. Do you think there's something at Marquette where it's like, oh, you have to walk around the seal, and they call it like Marquette etiquette?
What do we do?
What's the score? 2-minute warning.
Dude,
Thank
is it Skyline time yet? I'm feeling good and hungry. You think they have tuna?
You should hey, just bring your own tuna and be like, I'll just have a bun and some chili.
They wouldn't sell me the clock last time. That's the least they can do.
Clock
is give me some
block,
tuna.
dude.
I got clock blocked so hard, dude.
Maybe that
They
is
sell Sky Rosas at FC games? That's crazy.
FC's playing today.
Would you eat a Sky Rosa, Kenny? It's a cheese coney on top of a La Rosa's pizza slice.
And you wrap the pizza around it and just destroy it. Get some Pepto-Bismol on the side.
Throw some Grater's ice cream on top?
Some Grippos.
I mean, would I try it? Yeah. Have I tried it? No.
That is the most like stereotypical announcer thing. Is like, oh, you should have some Graters and some Skyline and some La Rosas.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you went on Google for 5 seconds.
Hey, remember Brian Kelly, the UC football coach that left for Notre Dame?
Yeah.
Once he's like, how could I leave Skyline and Graders? And then like a month later, he's
He
like, I'm
leaves.
going to Notre Dame. And now he's in Baton Rouge with his family. Remember
dude,
that?
That was so weird, man.
Tough look.
Like, dude,
all
look
time
out,
worst.
Ugly. I mean, I was talking like that when I was in Boll Weevil, Alabama, but I'm not the head coach of LSU.
You
That's
can
my
get.
natural accent.
Not
Just
yet.
mask it.
Not yet. All right, 1:34 left of hell, boys.
Ahmad, do I watch EPL? No.
What's Eeple?
Eeple. A lot of Eeple around here.
Oh, dude, I'm feeling so good and so hungry, dude. Not really good, but
Yeah, I think it's a 3-way kind of night,
Dude.
boys.
I'm gonna try. Hey, who's coming over? I'm gonna try a
Ahmad's on his flight, man.
Hey yo, I'm gonna try a 4-way potato tonight. I think. I've been
What's
thinking
that?
about it. I've seen Pat Capel order. It's like a potato instead of
Pasta?
instead of pasta.
Really?
Colbert's back.
Hey, for anyone who watches like Premier League soccer or football or any of the European, how do you pick a team?
That's a good question.
It's like NASCAR. I'm like, how would I pick like a
I
person?
actually went through this a couple months ago, and like 4 of my buddies are Liverpool fans, so I just picked up on it.
Okay, interesting.
So I'm
Come on, Colbert.
Yeah.
No foul? And they got a foul.
Ahmad's a Liverpool guy. I think I'd go with like Man City because I like their colors. That's the only
I'm
thing.
asking a real question. How many sports can you actually pay attention to?
Right.
I feel like I'm a 3-sport guy: basketball, football, baseball.
You're a 3-way guy.
3-way guy.
Yeah.
I'm basketball, football, and I do my best to follow hockey.
What about baseball?
But if baseball was the only thing on TV, I would just throw my TV away.
Dang.
Atta guy.
Hey, shout out Xavier baseball beating Louisville yesterday.
I would watch
Major
Xavier
baseball.
baseball in person.
Dude, that's actually fun. The Big East tournament is actually pretty fun.
I just cannot watch baseball on TV. That's another one. F1.
Oh,
fun to
F1. I love F1 actually. I don't watch it much because of the time difference, but yeah. Shout out Lewis Hamilton joining the right team, Ferrari.
Yeah. Actually, the thing that got me into F1 was F1 trading cards because they're
Okay.
awesome.
Dude, his card game.
Cap loves cars in general, so
I'm a big card guy. People forget that. This is not ideal.
What's 88 minus 62?
26.
26. Yeah, not looking good.
So we need a
We need
three.
a Culver
we
three
need
ball.
a 3,
We need
please.
a Culver 3 ball.
Come on,
I think
Coastal.
Trey wants to
That's
shoot
a
it.
2.
Hey, it's not. Yeah, they're gonna run the clock out.
Foul.
God,
Foul.
we lost by more than UC baseball.
Let's see, that's a what? 24.
24.
Do you foul up 24?
I don't think
They
you need a 3. They don't need a 3 here, I don't think.
They don't need a
don't
3.
need a 3. All right. Well, I will clap for the stream. Not so much for the game.
Thanks for everyone who watched. We had a good, consistent crowd all night. So thanks for spending Sunday night with us. Sorry if you're a Xavier fan. I don't think any Marquette fans joined, but it is what it is. Xavier is 13-14 now.
We have
Apparently-
one stream left.
We have
Apparently
2.
we're,
2 streams left.
One
apparently
is
we're
from
just
Central.
Coastal Carolina baseball fans now.
Yeah.
Go Shawns, baby.
Thanks, Samotskis. So should we talk real quick about the future here? So we've got Georgetown next weekend, Kenny.
Yeah.
That will be where?
Has that been officially talked about yet?
I don't think so.
That pretty much got the confirmation that we will be streaming that game from Centos Center. It is not a home game, so don't come.
Hey, yo.
But we'll be streaming that game. I think we'll be collabing with Sean Miller podcast and also Musketeer Report because Paul does both. So
I've heard of them too.
we'll claim both.
Right.
So we'll be streaming that from the tech room inside of Centos. It's where they record the Sean Miller podcast. So that will be on Friday, I believe.
5:30.
I think
I'm
it's
just kidding.
or it. I don't remember what day that is. I have no idea.
It's a
next weekend.
Saturday.
Look it up.
It's a Saturday.
Next Saturday, it's the Georgetown game, and then we've got another game at Butler in early March as well that we'll be streaming.
So that'll be the last stream.
Yeah, we've got next game. Xavier plays next Wednesday or this upcoming Wednesday at home against DePaul at 7. That game's on FS2.
That should be a get right
So
game, boys.
Make sure you have FS2 or go. Tickets will be cheap. Then at Georgetown on the 2nd, that we'll be streaming that. And then on the 6th at Butler, we'll be streaming. And then they close up once again with Marquette at home on March 9th. That game's at 5 on Big Fox. So, Kenny.
Big Fox.
It was not long ago that you and I sat down and looked at Xavier's remaining schedule and predicted whether they would win or lose all of the following games.
Right.
Since then, Xavier is 0-3.
Okay.
And we predicted Xavier to win out. So let's finish up. They have 4 games left.
Predicting to lose every game.
So you tell me win or lose at home versus DePaul.
Win?
Win question mark.
At Georgetown.
I'm Ron Burgundy
I'm Ron Burgundy. Who put the question mark up there?
at Georgetown. I think I gotta go win.
Yeah.
At Butler, obviously.
Oh God.
Kenny
gotta-
Freeze can't. Yeah.
Gotta go win.
That's
Yep.
my biggest game of the regular season.
And then
Right.
final game versus Marquette.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm still just right there in the win category.
I agree. I think Xavier closes out strong, gets
Right.
some momentum going into the Big East tournament, and wins the next 4 games.
Guys, if we
Right.
win
So-
out, we'll be national champions.
Yeah,
I
that is
think-
true.
Xavier can
I
still win
think-
the championship.
Right. I think that the big point here is that we left that first prediction in the past, right? That's done.
Yes. Done.
Now we have new predictions, same result for the predictions, but this is a new prediction. So that's going to be what
Yes.
I think that's going to be the comeback arc for the Blob boys in our predictions for the rest of the season.
Yep. Xavier 4-game winning streak or more starts soon. You heard it here first.
Yep. Hey,
Good
thank
stream.
you, everybody.
And I think this was the perfect day for a stream. I think games like this are the best. Yeah, we can go ahead and log off.
Stay blobbing, boys.
Yeah.
And